on Grove Street FM. Brought to you by Media Squatch. It's Life, Liberty, Happiness with your host, Brian Schley, with Trent Warner.
All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Life, Liberty, Happiness. Today is the college football preview. In the studio is not Trent. He is gone again this week. Volleyball, I think, again. Travis is filling in for him.
Here to talk a little bit of college football.
College football, and Aaron Stamn is back again.
What's up, man? How we doing?
Every year, we are so excited for this. We can't wait. Thank you again to State Farm for our longtime support, David Hallnaker. We are in the David Hallnaker State Farm Studios. So, without further ado, we will play a little new bumper we have for this year's college football preview.
Let's hear it.
This is the college football preview special episode of Life, Liberty, Happiness, right here on Grove Street FM, with our special guest, the one and only Aaron Stamn. Get ready as we break down the teams, the players, and the must-see games of the season. Buckle up, it's game time.
All right.
I like that.
You got me nervous now.
Hey, you know the scary part about that? That's simply AI generated.
Really?
Just ask for a new bumper with Aaron Stamm, and that's what it spits out.
Wow. Well, that bumper was awesome.
Or I could say Woody spent hours working on that today.
Didn't sleep last night. Got 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Anyway, we are very excited. The whole show is dedicated to nothing but college football preview. And man, first of all, before we get started in breaking down conference by conference and getting all into this, we'll have a little recap of last year's picks. I went back and listened to last year's episode. You're always right there.
Yeah.
Pretty damn close.
All right.
So
He's good.
last year's reminder picks, you had Michigan, Georgia, USC, and FSU. FSU went undefeated, so there's really not much more they could have done.
Yep.
So you kind of got screwed out of that one.
Injuries. If Jordan Travis wouldn't have gotten hurt, they were in.
Definitely.
But
Definitely.
Really, he was 1 for 4.
Who? Oh, Aaron?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but come on. You can't.
No,
what else
he
could
did. He did. I'm
thank
just
you for
messing.
the truth, Travis.
I'm messing with him. I mean, Georgia, they could have just as easily
Right,
made it in.
exactly.
They just
Same
lost at the
thing.
wrong time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the good part about it is things have changed this year. This year we finally got the 12-team playoff. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But let's kind of recap last weekend and what the hell happened. I woke up excited. College football's back. We get to watch. Of course, Pat McAfee has put it on a whole nother level.
He's
Like,
great.
he gets you-
He's awesome.
I love him.
I would have never. I would have been curious who won, but I wouldn't have watched it.
Yeah.
That dude got me watching it, and Nick Saban beside him was
Yeah.
even better. Like they play on his arrogance of hating to pick. You know what I mean? And it was done so well. But yeah, I watched the game, and within the first 5 minutes, I was like, "Ugh, Georgia Tech's pretty daggone good." Like I think Georgia, it was to me more impressive that Georgia Tech was that. To me, I think they're that good. I don't think Florida State's that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
agree or
yeah.
disagree?
Yeah, I think Georgia Tech has they are wearing the personality of Brent Key.
There's no
And,
doubt.
Being an offensive coach for a long time, what they did on offense was one of the more impressive things I saw in probably a full calendar year. They were so much fun to watch. I was like, oh, man.
First play from
man.
scrimmage.
Yeah,
If you're an offensive line coach, you go, what was that? I mean, it was like
Yeah.
the biggest hole I've ever seen.
Yeah, they were getting 8-9 yards a chunk,
Oh,
and
it was
it was
amazing.
just ridiculous. And they were just a better, tougher, better executing football team. Period. At the end of the day,
So the meme of the week, by far, Florida State, the first team in ACC history to start off the year 17th in the conference. Oh my God, are we that's how many teams we're up to now.
I'm literally looking at the ACC standings, and sure enough, they are in dead last.
Oh my God.
You got Syracuse above them.
Now,
Wake, alphabetical.
so the good part about all of this, if you're an FSU fan, is it doesn't throw you out.
No.
Normally it would.
Right.
So you got it out of the way. Now you can make adjustments.
Do you think this loss comes back and haunts them?
No.
Or do you think it's just one that everybody forgets about?
Listen, if they do their job, it doesn't. I mean, if you go through the ACC and you win, you're fine. But now you slip up against Syracuse or somebody like that, or Virginia or some, Yeah,
I think they could have a bad close game that they win, like a UVA, that type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Florida State's got talent, but I think there was a new defensive coordinator, it looked like.
Yeah.
Part of me was disappointed in Mike Norvell, the head coach. He's an offensive – he's the play caller.
Yeah.
And he is a sharp dude.
Yes.
I think DJU has kind of – this is what he is.
I was getting ready to say, eventually, when do you just go, all right, it's not working out?
Yeah.
After the fourth school.
He's a good quarterback.
Right.
He's not a difference maker.
No.
And that's when you talk college football or NFL, you got to have a difference maker, and he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He was solid at Clemson. He was solid at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and in the fourth quarter, he had 2 fourth down plays though that really struck me like, all right,
Yeah. It could be.
but it was too little, too late.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech, the way that they just manhandled Florida State was, man, it was just impressive.
Yeah.
I just was like, oh,
in all phases. Yeah. I mean, it was very impressive.
Yeah,
So,
and Georgia Tech even missed a field goal earlier.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't have come down to the very end.
correct.
But
And coming out of that timeout when Georgia Tech fumbled the snap in it, I was like, oh, no.
yeah,
This is how you lose.
yeah,
But luckily they didn't.
gotta love the drama.
Yeah. So, all right. Are y'all ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Let's get it done.
All right. ACC. The dreaded. Are we? All right. First of all, in this room, I grew up an ACC fan because, I mean, that was our local. This was before his generation when you could flip on a tube and see any game. You
Right.
can watch Hawaii play tomorrow. We didn't get that opportunity. We only had Jefferson Pilot Sports was our local, and we got ACC games. That was it. So that's all we grew up with was ACC. Now we're going to break down the ACC. So this is our local conference, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Except for it's not.
Not anymore, it's not.
Except for it's not.
yeah. You grow up in Cal.
All right, so let's start with the expansion teams, if you want to call them that. SMU, Cal, Stanford. Out of those, is any of those worthy of making a splash in the ACC this year?
I do think SMU is going to be a good contender. Their quarterback, Preston Stone, I remember him from my last few years of recruiting at Liberty. They were talking about him as an 8th grader. And I believe he was like their first 5-star quarterback that they've ever signed.
Oh, wow.
And his older brother played there. He's excellent. SMU, interestingly enough, I believe was agreed with the ACC to not take $1 of TV money from the conference. They just wanted in.
That's right.
And they also have the largest endowment in college football.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to think about.
So they are.
Well, SMU.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. Rhett Lashley's an awesome coach. I think out of those three, just me, I don't know that much about Stanford and Cal, truthfully.
Where is he from?
Rhett Lashley?
Where would I know him?
So he was with Gus Malzahn as his offensive coordinator for a long time, Arkansas State and Auburn, and then ended up getting a shot to go be the head coach.
I do like him, yes.
No, he's a good football coach. He's very good. A good buddy of mine's there on the staff, and he speaks the world of him. So, I think SMU out of the three would be the one.
Okay. So Cal, Stanford sort of struggles.
I just think it'd be tough. I mean, you're coming from Northern California, and all of a sudden you're going out to go play Boston College. I don't know if they are this year or not, and then you got to go back, and then you get
That's crazy.
just all the travel that those two teams will have to.
week in and week out.
That's difficult. I don't know if they're going to do some things where they will stay on the East Coast. If, if they play like a back-to-back, just to save that. I don't know if they'll explore that or not.
Question.
Seems like a long drive to play an in-conference game, mid-season in-conference game.
No.
Yeah, and what if it's a Thursday night?
Yeah, Thursday night game.
Yeah, they do have to go to school, right?
Sometimes.
I'm smirking.
That's not going to happen.
And those two schools, obviously, their academics are extremely high. So
Yeah, that is true too. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
This is pretty sad. I'm on ESPN site, and they do not have the current. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I'm trying to get the just to check out the schedule, but that ain't happening.
Go to the ESPN app.
All right.
That seems like it's the easiest.
All right, here we go. So, all right, let's dive into Virginia because I'm curious. This is I've read a story, hot seats. Kind of went through the hot seats, and we'll go through those later. But just curious how the coach at Virginia is going to do, and how Virginia is going to do this year. Mm-hmm. Did they get any transfers worth noting?
Not that I've
That's
heard
going to make
of.
this team any better.
I think it sounded like they just named the I can't remember his name, Calandro, the kid from last year.
The little guy.
Yeah, he's a really good athlete, and he can spin it. But so he's named the starter. I think UVA is an interesting school as far as transfers go because it is a really high academic school. It's hard to get in.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've gotten leeway with that, and in the past, I know that was an issue for them.
Okay.
Me personally, I think it's an uphill climb for them. I really do.
Well, I do too. But I mean, I read the article where they just said that, look, win or lose, he's still going to be the coach.
Okay.
They're not going to do his buyout
Yeah.
because apparently he's got a decent one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're a UVA fan, there's good news. I'm not sure you have any expectations whatsoever. Mm-hmm. And so if you win more than 3 games, everybody's going to be happy.
Yeah, I would assume that the hope for UVA football this year is get to a bowl game. Get to postseason football.
That would be a massive win.
Yeah, and if you could do that, then you're starting to take good steps, because to expect UVA to be in the ACC championship, I think is really difficult.
Oh, yeah.
But
no, I don't see that happening. Well, let's quickly. Their schedule, though, is not bad. Currently,
We got Richmond. Wait.
Currently, they only have Clemson and Notre Dame as the only 2 teams on their schedule that are currently ranked.
yeah, that's
So,
true.
I mean, that's a doable schedule to make.
How about Maryland? What do you think?
Maryland's going to have dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The DM.
I mean, you can beat Richmond. You can beat Coastal. Boston College is winnable.
Mm-hmm.
Louisville, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, there's in Pitt. I don't know. There's some winnable games. We'll see.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the big stepping stone for them is, can they win the ones that, as you look at their schedule, hey, we can get this.
Yeah.
So does that put you at 6 if you got Richmond, Coastal, BC? Would you throw? I mean, Wake is maybe a toss up.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe. So that's 4, right?
Yeah. And then you could win Virginia Tech because
Mm-hmm.
that's a rivalry game.
How good is Louisville going to be this year?
Yeah, I don't know.
But last year they were great. Coach Brom, I mean,
Yeah.
they won whatever it
that's
was, like
Yeah,
11, 12 games. I mean, look out. So they're, Carolina's got a new quarterback, but I think it's Brad Johnson's kid that transferred from Texas A&M. Sounds like he's going to be the starter.
It's his 4th school.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is a good opportunity for them to possibly win a game. SMU comes out here, and then the Commonwealth Cup. But
Okay.
that's still not easy for them.
No. And yet it's probably one of the easier schedules.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Virginia Tech.
Bad.
You said bad.
What?
Pat McAfee picked them to win the ACC, which is crazy.
I just don't like Virginia Tech.
Oh my gosh.
Britt Pry, I think, is doing a phenomenal.
Yep.
You could just feel. You mentioned it with Georgia Tech.
Yep.
That they look like their head coach.
Yep.
Brent Pry, it's the same thing.
Yeah, and I think he's attacking the portal
Yes.
And I think he's getting some in-state kids that are really good.
Yes.
And I think it's been a little bit of a process, but I mean, 5 years ago, he's right on track of a process. Now everybody wants it like instantaneously. Yeah. I think he's doing the right things there. I went down and watched them against Syracuse last year when my son was coaching, and they put a thorough whooping on Syracuse. I think he's an energy dude. I think they're on the upswing. I think they're a top third team in the ACC.
Well, okay. Now, I will say...
whatever that is out of 17. My math isn't very good right now.
What's different for him this year, it feels like, is that Drones, is that how you say his name? The quarterback.
Yes.
He was pretty good last year, and you have a proven guy coming back.
Yeah. I think, I think defensively they're going to be really, really tough as always. And I think their skill is really starting to improve there too. My big question for them is, up front, offensively, defensively, can they be the team that can be the bully?
Yeah.
When they're playing against Carolina, when they're playing against Clemson, when they're playing against, I don't know if they have like Miami this year. Can they be and against UVA? Can they be the bully on the block? And if they can, look out.
Well, that's the scary part. You look at their schedule.
Like
I thought
Georgia
Virginia's
Tech.
was easy, and my Lord, you've got when you start with Vandy,
Yeah.
Marshall and ODU.
Marshall, ODU,
They've
and
put up a
Rutgers.
fight the past couple of years.
Yeah. Careful with Marshall.
Yeah. That's a
Careful
trap.
with Marshall. Yeah. Marshall's always dangerous.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
But you've got, other than Miami, which are at Miami, but you've got Clemson at home.
Yeah. Yeah. The Rutgers game is an interesting one to look at there. That's an old Big East matchup right there, right? And Schiano is very similar to Coach Pry.
Yeah.
Gritty, tough, defensive-minded head coach. Like, that game could be one of those. It's like 20-17.
Yes.
Whoever wins. Yeah, I think you're right, and Brian. Schedule-wise, this plays out pretty good for him.
Okay. All right.
I think.
So the upper possible outside shot of the ACC championship game.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the Carolinas.
Grayson McCall.
Yeah.
You love Grayson.
NC State.
I just, he's old. What is it, his sixth year?
Yeah, I think he's like my age now.
Yeah. So he's got to
He
have
has to wear
something.
glasses.
Yeah, he's got to have something
He's
up,
gonna have
up his
readers on
sleeve.
it. He's gonna have readers on at the line of scrimmage.
I do like their coach.
Oh yeah.
I think he's done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
I like the linebacker they got. Luke Wilson. Is that Luke?
Yeah, he's with the Steelers now.
Well, they had.
They had. Yeah. No, I really liked him too. I think he
was tough.
trust
he was
me,
a dude.
I'm
yeah.
a Bears fan, which my friends know. Like I was hoping the Bears were gonna snag him, but we did not. And he's with Pittsburgh, which when you talk outside linebackers, that's perfect for them. But no, Dave Doran at NC State is they're really good. They recruit really, really well. Initially, when I saw that you had this on there, that was the first team I wrote was NC State.
Okay.
So-
All right. So Duke takes a step back this year, probably with Elko leaving.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Coach Elko. I really, really do. I think Texas A&M made a home run hire with him.
Yeah.
Big time. But I just think consistency with Coach Dorn, Grayson McCall, like you talked about, Travis. NC State's always going to have some guys that are going to be first, second round talent on their team. This could be a year where I think they could get into the championship game again too.
I could see.
And McCall, I don't think he played last year. I think he was hurt, or he got hurt at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So he's been under the bright lights. I think NC State's going to be a real team this year.
How about Malik Murphy, Duke? What do you think?
Got to give me help there. I'm sorry.
Riley Leonard.
Oh, new quarterback, you're saying?
Yeah, new quarterback.
Yeah, I just, again, Duke is kind of, I think Coach Elko had done such a good job of getting guys there that he had. And I do think that Duke did a nice job with the transfer portal before. Mm-hmm. It'll just be interesting with the coaching transition. Riley Leonard, being gone, it's kind of a coin flip for me.
Toss up.
Yeah.
They got a tough schedule.
Does Duke have a tough schedule?
Well, they got to go to Georgia Tech. They've got Florida State, Miami, NC State, I mean, that's a regular, and UNC. So
Yeah.
that's a tough little run there. I don't know. We'll see. Clemson.
Clemson, I think, is going to be a solid football team. Man, they got a tough opener. I mean, they're playing against Georgia game 1. So it's like, oh, okay. But like you look at theirs, I mean, they're playing against Georgia. They're playing against NC State. They're playing against Florida State. They're playing against, there was one other one. South Carolina, obviously, to end the season. And I'm telling you, Louisville's going to be a good team again. Coach Brom is a really good football coach.
Yeah.
So as you look at and you think about last weekend, they don't play Georgia Tech, who I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
If they're not in the top 25 after this week or the next week, and if they're 2-0, shoot, they're good. Their defense was stellar.
They can do stuff that you don't see a lot of college football teams being able to do, and that's the old Chris Watts when he was at Liberty High School here. Can run the football for 7 or 8 minutes and just drown you with the clock.
Ain't no doubt.
And you're I don't know how many times they showed DJ sitting on the sidelines because he's not on the field.
Yeah.
And it's just
it's a great way to keep him off the scoreboard.
Demoralizing, man.
Don't
Walk
let
it
him
down
have,
the field.
Yeah, don't
Smash
let him have
mouth.
don't let him have the ball.
Yeah.
I did get to go watch Clemson last year against Syracuse. I think the quarterback is good. I don't know if he's an elite guy. I know he was coming out of high school. He makes
their running backs are still back,
yeah,
right?
they're dudes.
I know.
They
This
got
could be
dudes.
the year that Dabo just surprises everybody.
Yeah.
They just have that solid year.
Yeah,
Dabo's always going to be Dabo.
Yeah, but can he replace his defensive coordinator from a couple years ago? I know he's been gone a couple years, but has he fixed that piece yet?
Yeah, I think they're really good. I think they're really. I think the quarterback is the one that's going to have to, if they're going to make a top 5 jump, he's got to be the one that gets him to do it. Because last year, what I saw was a guy that 2 or 3 times a game he's throwing up a gift to the defense, and you can't do that. Like you can't. I remember Matt Eberflus when he was the defensive coordinator for the Colts on Hard Knocks. It talked about 4 to 6 times a game, a defense has an opportunity for a turnover.
Yeah.
And 2 to 3 times as a quarterback, if it's on your own, and you're just making bonehead throws, that's on you.
Yeah.
So I think the growth and maturity of that guy this year will pretty much be the telltale, because I thought Clemson's offensive line against Syracuse was awesome. They looked different. They looked bullier. Even when they had the national championship team, they looked it, and they're going to have great players on defense. They always have.
So, curious question. I see they've got Georgia at noon.
Yeah.
As a coach, were you ever worried about a noon game versus a late game versus a mid-afternoon? Is there anything in your preparation that goes, oh, man, we've got a noon game. The kids are not going to be ready to play. Or a late game, oh, man.
Yeah. You hate to say it, but kind of part of it depends on the atmosphere.
Yeah.
If there's a kid at Clemson that has a problem getting up for a 12 o'clock game against Georgia, they should not be playing football.
That's a great point.
But if you're traveling to Las Cruces, New Mexico, and you're playing an 8 p.m. Mountain Time game,
oh, yeah.
That's a little different.
That is a difference.
And waiting around in a hotel in Las Cruces, there ain't a whole lot going on out there either. Yeah. So
I could see that. Yeah.
It is a little bit different. I've been on both sides of it. And you would hope you'd have enough internal motivation and discipline with yourself, but sometimes guys are 20 years old.
This, I'm assuming, is at a neutral site.
Aflac.
Where is it?
Is that
Aflac
is it in Atlanta?
I think Aflac's in Atlanta, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Now, Georgia's SEC team.
It is in Georgia.
Is it?
It is in Atlanta.
Emma.
Georgia SEC doesn't play
better
these
than
noon
Woody.
games too
Thank
much.
you, Emma. Say it again, Trev.
SEC doesn't play too many noon games.
No.
Like Alabama
I know,
played
that's-
their noon game against Texas that first year we played at Texas, and it was like, wow, why is Alabama on so early?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Those TV contracts, man.
That's true. Well, you
what they
gotta
do.
have. I mean,
Yeah.
But it's a home game for Georgia. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It could be a big one though. I mean,
yeah. The good thing is Clemson's only 2 hours away from Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying, True Travis, about being in Georgia, dude. They'll turn out. That'll be
any chance Clemson can pull off that upset. I mean, it's the first game of the year.
I think it's on a quarterback.
Yeah.
If the quarterback doesn't give Georgia extra possessions,
Yeah.
and they got to score because Georgia's going to be awesome on defense. But Clemson's the one team I think in the ACC, maybe NC State defensively that can hang with an SEC school.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I give Georgia Tech credit, but yeah, I think it'll be a fun game. I don't know who's favored in that game right now. I would assume Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia, 13.5
Oh boy,
on the spread.
That just tells you power.
Yeah.
But that's also the preseason number one and possibly the number one draft pick overall that are going to be playing against in Carson Beck. So,
all right, Florida. Out of those two, Florida State or Miami? Does Miami? Every year we hear the same old. Eventually, it's got to stick. So, is this Miami's year?
Well, they went out and bought Cam Ward, got themselves a quarterback from Washington State who.
There we go. Yeah,
I think is really, really, really good. I've always appreciated Mario Cristobal. First of all, he's an O-line coach, so yeah, buddy. I think the process of when you looked at his success at Oregon, I think it was right at year 3.
Yep.
They finally got the guys in there that were big, tough, strong, did all that, and then he had a quarterback. So I think this is his telltale year. And I was watching college football live earlier today. Mm-hmm. I think his record at Miami right now is 12-13. So this is year 3. This is put up or shut up time for him. And I think he does have a quarterback that has done it at Washington State, had an unbelievable year. And he was one of the most sought after bought quarterbacks in the transfer portal. So I think they got a shot. Can they stay healthy and can they kind of take that transition up front to, like I was talking about with Virginia Tech, can they be the bully?
Yeah.
Like that's what Mario Cristobal is. Like he wants to just, control the front and have a quarterback that can play great. So it looks like on paper, yes.
If ever there was a college football team to me that has zero home field advantage, to me it's Miami.
Yeah. It's
like
different.
It's always empty.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how great they are.
Yeah. It's a different dynamic down there. But if they win, look out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It just everybody that comes out of the woodworks in the country, it's like, oh, I've always been a Miami fan. Like,
yeah. No
now,
doubt.
Speaking of put up or shut up, their first game of the year is at Florida.
Mm-hmm. That's the other guy that's got to put up or shut up, Billy Napier. Yeah.
So this, to me, this is a game of who gets fired.
So his record in 2 years is 11-14.
Look at it. Look at this.
So you got two guys that are literally just below 500 at high expectation schools. Mm-hmm. Billy Napier's buyout though is $20 million. So
might hang around one more year.
Yeah, man. And I think that's if he gets fired before December 1st or something like that.
So he gets fired December 2nd.
Yeah. So again, that's another team. Now their quarterback Graham Mertz. I know him. I remember him from Wisconsin. I'm a Wisconsin guy. I think he was like the highest rated quarterback Wisconsin had ever brought in. He actually led the SEC last year in completion percentage, and he was like 20 touchdowns and 3 picks, but they weren't a good team.
Yep.
So I don't know. That's going to be an interesting game to watch, to see the eyeball test with those two teams, to see who's really move, who's going to, like, if they are going to take a step. Now, are they, if they both look average, then good luck to them.
Well, I mean, look, Miami's schedule, looking at it, you're at Florida. You got Florida A&M, Ball State, South Florida. Mm-hmm. So you
watch out for South Florida.
Yeah.
South Florida was one of the best transfer portal signing teams in the country. And I believe they're in the, what are they in the American Athletic Conference? Mm-hmm. They had the number 1 recruiting class in that league. Good friend of mine is on staff there. They were good. They were very good.
All right. Final thoughts to wrap up the ACC. Who are we? Who we think we're going to see in the championship game?
I think the 4 best teams.
Okay.
if I had to say it right now, and the first two I wrote down was NC State and Clemson.
Okay.
I think Georgia Tech's game this past week, I really liked their quarterback. And my son and I, who was at Syracuse last year, we had a debate about him going into their game against Georgia Tech last year. Georgia Tech beat Syracuse by I think it was 10 or whatever. I really like the kid. I think he's tough. I think he can throw. He made some gritty throws against Florida State. I think he gives them a shot because of that cue. And then I think the fourth team, I'm going to go with the Hokies. I think the Hokie Birds, I think Coach Pry, I'm a Pry believer. I really am.
Yeah.
I think he's just, I think for Blacksburg, Virginia Tech history, everything there, I think he's doing it the right way. And I think in the championship.
Yeah, who's gonna come? Well, just skip to the who's gonna win.
Okay.
The ACC.
I mean, the obvious is Clemson.
Okay.
I think.
You think they'll represent?
Yeah, I do. But I think I don't know. The Georgia Tech thing, man. First of all, I was on the West Coast, so I woke up at 9 a.m. and watched football, which is amazing.
I know.
Absolutely incredible.
It was.
So, I just be warned. They have put it out there.
So you've written Florida State off this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a believer.
I'm with you.
I just
too much hype.
it just doesn't look right.
When all of their players sat out in the game against Georgia last year, I knew they were defeated.
Yeah.
They were done.
Yeah. I think and that was such a tough situation for those young guys to go through.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, there's I mean that.
I think they're going to they'll probably be an 8-win team.
Yeah.
9 wins.
Who do you think they lose to? Like Clemson? Do they play Clemson this year? Teams like that?
Yeah,
Oh crap! We didn't. Do you count Notre Dame in the ACC?
No.
They don't.
They're independent still, aren't they?
Yeah, they're still. They play I think they play 6 ACC teams.
Okay.
It's kind of like their contractual issue with the ACC.
So they've got So Florida State has to go to Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. Look out.
I mean, that's a tough one. Yeah.
They got to go to Miami.
Yeah.
They do have Clemson at home, but then they got to go to SMU. And then they wrap up the season at Florida, Florida at home.
Florida State, yeah.
So,
in Tallahassee.
I mean, I could see 3 losses.
They've got a tougher ACC schedule. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think three losses.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I could see that. All right. So you got Clemson. I call it an automatic qualifier into the playoffs.
Yeah,
They pretty much said it's going to be the top 4 highest rated conference winners.
Yep.
So you would assume if you win the ACC, you're probably going to be one of the top 4.
Yeah, I think that is actually how it is set up, though.
Yeah.
It's ACC, SEC, Big 10, and Big 12. Those are the 4 automatic. The Pac-2.
There's an at-large too, right? Like a.
So there's only the top 4 conference championship winners. They get a bye.
Okay.
And then it's 8 other teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the next highest 8.
So there is. I did read where there is the highest rated conference winner outside of
that's kind of what I was going for there with the at-large.
because I think that's why they're throwing Liberty in that. We'll talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because you get the American, you get Conference USA, you get Sun Belt, Fun Belt, the MAC. Just depending on how some of those other teams do and how their strength schedule and everything.
We joked a little bit, but what does happen with the Pac-2?
Good luck to them.
I mean, what do they do?
I mean,
They
literally,
just non-conference.
They have to pretty much win 10 games to.
I mean, are they pretty much an independent like Notre Dame?
Like Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
so
that's what happened when you put your head in the sand and you go, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
You're stuck. And who is it? It's
Oregon State and Washington State.
Those are two fun schools,
Yeah.
though, to watch.
Yeah. Well, the head coach from Oregon State, Jonathan Smith, he was like, and he's an Oregon State alum. He's like, I'm out. He took the Michigan State job. I'm going to the Big Ten. Like the way it is in college football right now, you want to try to get to the SEC or the Big Ten. Those are the 2 most powerful conferences by far. And you will have validity to try to get yourself into the college football playoff.
Big Ten's exciting this year.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be.
Let's dive into it. Big Ten. Can Michigan survive the year and thrive with the new head coach, Sharon Moore?
Not quite yet. What do you think?
I think number one, they lost all 5 starting offensive linemen and J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, I think they had.
I mean,
9.
Is Corum back? Corum came
No,
back?
he's gone
he's
too.
gone
Good,
too. Yeah.
Great point. I mean, he's with the Rams. They
and
drafted
then
him like second, third round. So
Harbaugh's gone.
yeah, that's kind of an issue.
No, I think it's a huge issue.
Yeah, no, and
I don't think you can rebuild that quick.
no, I don't think they're in the Big Ten hunt this year. I think they're probably kind of like Florida State. I think they're like an 8-win team.
Yeah.
You know, still going to be really good.
The AD should be punched in the eyeball.
That is Ward Manuel, who I worked with for 4 years at the University of Buffalo and is a Michigan football grad himself.
Well, you didn't do your new coach a favor. And I know these schedules are set, but all right, you got Texas the second game of the year.
Let's
That's a
go.
tough one.
Okay, but you start with Fresno State. That is not
No.
Fresno State always is that gnat.
Yeah, and you know what? Fresno State, Jeff Tedford was the head coach. He actually just had to resign for health reasons. I think he's like 70 years old. He just battled some health issues and he had to walk away. So I think somebody was given the interim title for the season. But you're right. Fresno is like, dude, you don't want to schedule them.
Right, no. And then you've got the powerhouse Arkansas State.
Arkansas State.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to Rye Guy,
That's
man.
right.
I think I'm trying to figure out if I can get to that game. But we'll see. So
And then
USC.
You got USC.
That's
the Big Ten. I mean, you just think about some of these games that are going to happen this year. It's just
Oregon,
it's incredible.
Ohio State.
He's got Oregon and Ohio State. Yeah, you're going to be hurting.
Yeah,
And
man.
that's a regular season game.
Yeah. Oops.
What is it? October 12th.
Yeah. And Michigan's preseason number 9 right now.
That's a little high, especially
I
since
think,
they didn't even rank
yeah.
Washington.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened
Yeah.
to them.
And they played in the national title.
Yeah,
game.
and they played in the national title game.
Yeah. I think.
Now they have it in the regular season this year.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. And
Who
it's
took
in
the
Washington.
coach. Who took the Washington?
Jed Fish from Arizona.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But
Good, really
this
good
is-
football coach. Really good offensive coach.
Apparently, he has some good assistant coaches.
Oh, yeah.
I see a Belichick hanging around.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he hired his son Stevie. That's why.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this could be nasty
Yeah.
up there.
No, he's no dummy. I think he actually worked for Coach Belichick at the Patriots for a season or two.
Crazy.
So
All right, so we've got Michigan taking a fall.
yeah, I think they'll be obviously they're going to be a tough football team. Sherman Moore's a good football coach too, but it's going to be different this year for him.
They give them a lot of credit. They got the spread on Oregon 3.
We'll see. I mean, Oregon's replacing some people too.
But
Yeah, but they got their coach and they got a dude at the quarterback.
yeah, man,
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got good receivers.
Well, let's talk Oregon real quick.
all right.
I know they probably got them somewhere else, but let's just talk about them.
And
I mean, let's look at their schedule. Oregon.
they were good last year. They'll be good this year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, how much really
but
changed?
I'm saying, no, yes, a lot's changed. I mean,
With their staff and their team.
you lost some dudes.
yeah.
Everybody loses dudes.
Bo Nix is
Gone.
going to be Drew Brees 2.0.
Correct.
And
He's a stud.
yeah, but
Your schedule is decent at the beginning. Actually, it's
Decent. It's all
Yeah.
unranked.
Yes. And then you've got Ohio State in the middle of the year. Oh,
I'm
man,
kinda-
you know what?
I'm a little disappointed in their schedule.
You're right.
They've got 2 ranked games.
No, I know, but you're
And
in the
one's
Big
Michigan.
10, and you've got to go at Purdue. I don't care how bad they are. You still got to go at Purdue. Mm-hmm. That's going to be tough. And you're at Wisconsin. Look, I'm
Yeah.
just saying you're Oregon, and you're not used to Big Ten weather.
yeah.
That's very
Yeah.
true. I'm with you. Cold gets cold.
but it's a different type of cold, but they still do play in cold. It's not like a USC trying to go up and play up in Happy Valley in November. Like all their dudes are all going to be like shivering and long sleeved, and all the Penn State guys won't have sleeves on, looking across the field at them like you bunch of pansies.
But true, but going to Wisconsin,
Yeah. Oh, I grew up
atmosphere
in
is
Madison, man.
different.
And being a kid that grew up there, and then I got to coach against my hometown team when I was at Buffalo. It is unique, but the Badgers are a team that has to get their crap straight this year too.
Yes.
Because they were not good last year, not good enough for there, and they're doing a whole transition. Like I got to be through a transition at Nebraska when we went from they were an option football team to when I was with Bill Callahan, we brought in the West Coast offense.
Yeah.
That was, you want to talk about a culture change. The Wisconsin is literally going last year, hired Phil Longo from North Carolina, who lines up in 3-4 wide receivers every play, where we grew up, it was, hey, fullback, tailback, at least one tight end on the field, and maybe 1 to 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
And good luck with stopping us at 3 yards.
Yep.
So they've got to figure out, is this going to work there this year? I have my doubts.
Okay. All right, well, let's move on to Ohio State. Are they
Ryan Day.
Are they still the overall favorites?
I think they're top 2 in the Big Ten. My question about them, who the quarterback they brought in from Kansas State, right?
Will Howard.
Will Howard.
Yeah.
Is he going to be that big of a difference maker for them? I think they're going to have super talent everywhere. I think they did an awesome job. Ryan Day hired Chip Kelly from UCLA.
Yeah.
So
he's portal too, right?
Yeah. But like Chip is Ryan's mentor. And as an offensive play caller, Chip is outstanding. His track record has proven that way. My question is Will Howard going to be a big enough difference maker when they need it, like the game at Oregon, October 12th, at Michigan,
at Penn State,
those types of games. Is that I'm not there yet with them, but everybody's saying, Ohio State should be a national championship contender. They should be.
Yeah.
So they were making a lot of noise in the offseason.
They were. Yeah. No
I
doubt.
just don't think Day can win that big game. I don't think he can do it.
Well, yeah, that's definitely
I think he's
been
hot
proven.
seat.
Yeah,
I think he's hot seat.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is like, can you go 12-1, lose to Michigan again, and keep your job?
No, you lose to Michigan this year, and you're going to be in trouble.
That'd be 3 straight or 4 straight.
I think it would be. I feel like it's 3.
Oh, let's not forget that was Harbaugh's issue.
No doubt.
He couldn't get past Ohio State.
No doubt.
So it's just the pendulum has
No doubt.
swung. So you're right. It is Day's.
Yeah.
It's his make or break
It's
year.
his
I think.
day of reckoning.
Well, and Ohio State's, they're a national championship or bust program year in and year out. So, will they be in the college football playoff? Yes. Is it going to be an automatic, like, do they win the Big Ten? I have my doubts about that.
Okay.
That's me personally.
All right. Penn State, we talk about them every year, and they always seem to be there, but they're not.
They're just
never get
not
over
as
the hump.
good.
Does this year? Do they get over the hump this year?
Yeah. I thought I saw something on ESPN that said Penn State would have, if the current or the new college football playoff would be over the last 5 years, they would have been the one team that would have made it over the last 5 years consistently also too, that was not in the deal.
Yeah.
In the previous ones. I think they made an awesome hire in their offensive coordinator, Andy Kotelnicki, who was at Kansas, was at Buffalo, I've known him forever. He's going to get them out of always being a spread football team that they have been for quite a few years now. I think that's the big question mark. I think they've got talent. The quarterback there's really, really good. Is that team, is that offense going to be clicking first game in Morgantown?
Yeah.
Because that one's going to be live and wild and nuts.
Yeah,
and if I think they're in the playoff. I think they're definitely in. And I think if they continue to grow throughout the season, I think they are a really, really dangerous football team.
Okay. All right. So I threw Nebraska in here mainly because I want to.
Oh yeah, let's go Skurs.
It's Nebraska. I
like Nebraska. I think they're I put them down as the sleeper.
Yeah,
I think they got that talent.
Yeah, they have an interesting thing this year. So they named the freshman quarterback Dylan Raiola.
Yes,
his dad was an All-American offensive lineman at Nebraska. The dude looks like Patrick Mahomes, like literally looks like him, like the hairstyle, the way he walks away. But he was a nationally sought out. I believe he was committed to Georgia, and then Nebraska got him to flip.
That is correct.
And if this kid can do what they think he can do there, they are definitely a team too. You're right, Travis. They could be real, and because I think that's just kind of the consistency that they've been missing is the quarterback, and because they've had so many turnover issues and finishing football game issues.
That's the thing. I mean, I would love to know in the last 3 years, even before Matt Rule, how many last possession games they've lost.
They've led the country, even Coach Frost's final year or two. Also,
right.
too. I mean, it was ridiculous. You knew when it was coming to all of a sudden everybody's butt puckered up in the final 3 minutes of the game, and things happened. But Yeah. I'm about Nebraska this year. I really am.
All right. So who do you have in the championship game?
Oregon and Ohio State.
Okay.
And I think
a rematch.
Yep. And I think the Ducks are going to win the Big Ten this year.
I think the Ducks are too good to not put them in that position.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Dan Lanning.
Yeah.
Lanning was kind of talked about when Saban retired.
That's right.
Like,
No,
we need to get Lanning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think they're too good to not.
Okay.
Oregon is supposed to be the one team on both sides of the football up front that looks like an NFL football team.
Yeah.
And Dylan Gabriel started at UCF, played at Oklahoma. He's had plenty of experience. He's going to be a really good football player for him, I think. So much of this obviously comes down to health of teams, but I think Oregon's. Think about this. Phil Knight has basically said, you have an open checkbook for NIL. Open. There is no limit. So you think they didn't go out and go get dudes?
Oh, yeah.
And like, let me tell you, you know how many times I would recruit kids and they would look at my shirt to see what my emblem was?
Mm-hmm.
Nike, Under Armour.
Yeah. Like if I had Adidas on, sometimes I'd be like, are you guys switching? Those are real questions that the 18-year-olds want to know.
I know.
And now all of a sudden you get the owner of Nike saying, hey, whatever it takes.
Jeez.
It's different now.
Oh, I hear you.
So,
all right, let's move on to the Big 12. Mm-hmm. Start with the newbies. We've got Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah. Out of all the conferences, to me, this was the biggest switch of dudes coming in.
yeah.
Utah.
This is going to be it's going to be
Utah.
really as you look at the preseason rankings, you got 5 top 25 teams. And you know, Colorado's obviously interesting. They play North Dakota State tomorrow night, and I'm telling you, look out. That could be the upset of the year.
North Dakota State?
Nobody messes with the Bison in North Dakota State. And like if they think all the hoopla and everything of Colorado is going to phase those kids from Fargo, North Dakota, they are sadly mistaken.
No.
I've seen it. I've coached against it. I know what it is.
It's a different thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
So
right.
look out for them. I think BYU is an interesting one in the Big 12 also too. Cincinnati, they were all in last year though too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was BYU Big 12 last year?
Yes.
Yeah, Cincinnati was. Houston, yeah, it is such a different dynamic. I mean, I got to live 4 years of my life in the old Big 12, and like seeing some of these teams on here is like a culture shock for me.
Houston Cougars.
Yeah, and there's a legend from Houston, right? His name is ex-Houston Cougar, great Case Keenum. So, and that goes out to Jeff Rupert. So, but I got to coach Case in Washington. He's an unbelievable guy. But Arizona State, Colorado, it's a unique conference. West Virginia is a very interesting football team though this year in the Big 12.
Yep.
I think Neil Brown's got a big prove it year also too. But and I will say this: the Jayhawks are a really good football team.
I almost asked you about them.
They are.
I mean, they're ranked top 25.
Good. Yeah, man, they are really good, and they've done an excellent job of recruiting. They have an identity, and they've got players there now, and they have a brand new football stadium coming up in a year, where I believe they invested like $320 million.
Yes.
Into their new stadium,
but they're not ready yet.
No, they're going to be playing in Arrowhead this year.
Oh, okay.
Their home games.
Wow.
So it's a unique season for them where they'll have to travel 45 minutes to Arrowhead, but as a college kid, that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
So, but yeah, I would definitely say look out for the Jayhawks.
All right. Does TCU rebound and give anybody anything in that conference?
Well, I think TCU is always going to have athletes. I think their run in the national title game a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. It was their quarterback who did it for him. He was absolutely insane. So, I think it'll come down to QB play for them because they're going to be a scoring machine as usual. Texas Tech, I like them too. I think they've got a shot to be a really loud team in the Big 12 as well.
So can West Virginia make a good run?
I think so. I really do. I think they're a noisy football team, and I like Neil Brown. I think he's done a good job there. But they have to take a solid step forward.
Okay. My favorite coach is Mike Gundy. I've always.
Oh yeah,
And I just get a feeling that this could be the year that he finally puts it all together and wins that conference.
He has the leading rusher in college football coming back this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys saw this or not. They put QR codes on the back of all the players' helmets.
I saw that. Isn't it?
No, I didn't. What was it?
If you want to, so if I wanted to donate to Travis Baxter's NIL fund, I could literally scan
the
your
back of the
QR
helmet.
code on your helmet. How genius is that
That's
in
genius.
today's day and
Like
age?
literally while you're in the stands.
Yeah.
Oh, is it big enough?
Or even on the
Yes.
TV.
It's big enough?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's cheesy.
Yeah. So
Cheesy.
That's cheesy.
Until
Amen.
you start making money.
Yeah, no
Then
doubt.
you're blocking a little harder.
yeah,
Man, people be giving me 2 cents.
you'd take 2 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be 2 more than you had. That's
right.
Right.
Apparently, you've never had to suffer through college to the point where you're dying for money.
No. School of Hard Knocks.
That costs a lot too. All right, so let's see.
Oh, hang on. UCF.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
I don't want to get too far away.
Yeah.
because I like KJ Jefferson,
I like KJ too. I mean, he's
can't wait
he's
to
a
see
dude
this.
now. He's big.
and
Yeah, he's a big
Gus is
rascal.
still there, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Gus is
Now,
definitely
I
there.
love Gus. I never thought Auburn should have got rid of him back in the day.
Yeah.
He's crafty. He's like a Kiffin, except Kiffin's younger and
Yeah,
more
no,
spry.
that's a great. Yeah,
Yeah, he's an interesting dude. So his offense is a he hasn't really modernized, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
with the passing game, and so he's never really had great receivers because so much of what he does is the run game. But you bring up a great point with the quarterback KJ. Dude's a giant, and he can throw and he can do some stuff. But Central Florida is going to have players. That is, I think it's actually one of the largest public schools in all the United States is UCF.
so they could. I mean, looking at their schedule, they won't face a ranked team. Now, I mean, they've got some tough teams, but they won't face a ranked team till Arizona. They've got them at home, and then they've got Utah at home to finish off the season. So that, I mean, they could be ranked high come the middle of the season.
Yeah.
I think Utah's a tough team to beat no matter what.
All right, who's their sleeper?
What do I got?
Well,
You got Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor. I love Baylor.
I love Baylor too, but he's on the hot seat.
yeah. Yeah, he is.
Time for him
'Cause
to turn it around then.
He fired one of my friends a year ago, so trust me, he is
Screw it.
definitely on
He's
the
dead
hot
to
seat.
me. I liked him when he was at LSU, so I can't complain.
Yeah. I honestly, and I'm saying this no joke, I do think the Houston Cougars are a sleeper. Willie Fritz has had a unbelievable track record of winning at different levels at every school that he's been at. And the Houston Cougars, man, and again, I'm just going to keep throwing it out there. The ex-Houston Cougar great Case Keenum. You remember how they used to chuck it around and do all that? I mean, I think they've their quarterback that they have this year, is young man Donovan Smith who was at Texas Tech. He's a really big, talented young man. His dad is actually a coach in the NFL. He's a great guy.
Yep.
And
6'5", 235.
yeah, Houston's had a really good tradition. I think Willie Fritz is a good football coach. I think they could be a really solid football team that could really make some noise this year too. So,
I mean, they're running into TCU, Kansas, Utah. That's three tough games.
oh yeah, giddy up, man.
Arizona. That's a fourth tough game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Arizona always.
They got Oklahoma too. I mean,
Oh,
they've
yeah.
got 5 games that are easily 5 losses.
Yes.
So what happened to? Where is? Oh gosh, the offensive guy that was at West Virginia. That was,
Dana Hogerson.
yeah, where's he at?
Dana is now a. Oh my gosh, what's the right word for it? He's like a consultant
Okay.
for TCU football.
Okay.
So, because Sonny Dykes and they're all from the old air raid
Yeah,
system
yeah.
with Mike Leach and Spike Dykes, Sonny's dad. So, they're all.
Oh, that's right.
He's
And
kinda-
Dino is out at
Yeah,
Arizona.
yeah. Dino's the OC at Arizona.
Okay.
So it's his first time, not being a head coach since. Let's see, he was at Eastern Illinois, then Bowling Green, then Syracuse. So he's been out for a while as far as calling plays.
Okay.
So, I've heard that he's re-energized out there also too. So that'll be an interesting thing to see how Arizona is quarterback, and they have a receiver that played together in high school a year ago. Those guys were outstanding. So they've got a trigger man that can play. So yeah, definitely.
All right, let's move on to or you got Houston, or do you?
Houston is a sleeper.
Oh, okay.
Championship game. Give me the Jayhawks, and I do like your Oklahoma State pick there too, Brian. I think there's definitely the mullet of Mike Gundy.
Yeah.
He's got a great track record, but and Kyle Whittingham out at Utah is he's one of the best.
Yep.
He really is, but I think this is a year that the Jayhawks are going to get it.
Okay.
I really do.
Kansas. That's awesome. All right, moving on to
We are cranking through this thing. Holy
the
cow.
best. Oh yeah, we still got a lot.
Do we have a 1 hour break?
No
No break at 1 hour?
no break.
Travis, you got to pee?
No, I'm good.
No commercial breaks. This is a special.
I love it. Oh, now we're in the
the
Southeastern Conference.
Yes, we are in the
that league.
best conference in the world. All right, let's start with the newbies. Right off the bat, you've got Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC.
Texas is good.
Man, yeah, but Texas is their top 2 running backs tear their ACLs in training camp.
Ooh,
That's
didn't know
unfortunate.
that.
I did not know that. I do know that,
Both of 'em.
viewers, but
Yeah, and like Quinn Ewers is awesome.
Yeah, he's
Like,
great.
I think he's absolutely outstanding.
I saw him disassemble Alabama
No
last
doubt.
year.
No,
I mean,
he's
completely outcoached. Well, Sarkisian is also a
It's
top
Beautiful
10.
offensive
Yeah, I mean,
coach.
he's
Yeah.
great. I saw him when he was with Bama.
Yeah.
and he was rock and rolling.
Yeah, and I mean but Quinn Ewers also, don't forget, he was the original NIL guy. He
Was
was
he really?
getting NIL in high school
Yeah.
at South Lake Carroll High School, and did not play his senior year, and was getting paid like $1 million or something like that for NIL. Goes to Ohio State early. He transferred to Texas. So,
I don't know that.
yeah, but Quinn, man, you watch that dude throw. I think he's a Matthew Stafford. I think he has the arm talent like a Matthew Stafford does. It just
His ball flight is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Do you watch
Yeah.
like the ball flight? I mean, I'm not talking golf.
no,
I'm
the
talking
floater you're
football.
talking about
Yeah, the
against
floater.
Alabama that
Oh
he
my
made
gosh.
was absolutely
It literally came straight
Straight
down.
down.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I don't know. And it was the most perfect throw.
And Texas, I mean, they are going to have stallions that can run. I think defensively, they proved last year that they can hang. I think they're ahead of Oklahoma personally.
No,
Me
for
too.
sure.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I think Coach Venables, I have a lot of respect for. I've known him for quite a long time, but also, their quarterback left.
yeah.
So I honestly have no idea who their quarterback is off the top of my head, but I'm sure he's talented. But yeah, I think Texas. That's my big question mark is the running back situation.
Yeah.
Like, you're 1 and 2 on the depth chart for a reason too.
Yeah.
And you're
now
3.
they're at 3.
Yeah. So
Texas is a tough place to play.
yeah,
I was watching a game
Yeah.
at their stadium. It felt like everybody was right on top of you.
yeah, it just goes.
And it looked like they had
straight up.
22 players on the same field on Texas and 11 on the other side. I don't know
Not-
how that worked out.
Not to discount, because they've obviously came to Alabama and won. But you're doing this week in and week out.
Oh, no doubt. This is going to be different
Yeah.
for them.
This is
I
like you
agree.
That's
play
a
Georgia.
wake-up call for these guys.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, dude, it is so...
Like Big 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big 12. So, I mean, you had some, you didn't have the Utahs in there last year, but I mean, you had some good teams,
Oh yeah.
but nothing like, I don't think it's really anything like the SEC. SEC is kind of a
it's
different
not.
animal.
Right. You go like just, they're not on the schedule, but you wake up and you go play Lane Kiffin, right? And then you think, whew, got over that. Let's go to Missouri.
Oh yeah.
Missouri's coming up.
Right.
Missouri's
and then
real.
Yeah.
you wake up and you go, we're going to Baton Rouge. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
dude, there is no...
Yeah, you're like in season bye week.
Yeah. You look forward to Vandy.
Yeah, you look forward to Vandy. You look forward to, South Carolina.
That's it.
Arkansas
Yeah, but if
maybe.
you got to go to South Carolina, I don't care
No, dude.
how bad they are.
Yeah,
You're in trouble.
Look
It's
out.
tough.
Yeah.
Is Beamer still over there?
Yes, he
Shane?
is. Yeah, and
Yeah.
as
So
you
he's
look at
working it up.
as you look at the preseason SEC, there's 9 top 25 teams.
How insane is that?
And what do we say? The Big Ten had what? Was it
5.
5.
Yeah, 5. And they're all 12 is their highest rank.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, and then you go back to the Big 12. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Big
that
12
was
had,
the Big 12.
Yeah, Big
That's
12
what I was
had
talking
5. Yeah, yeah. So what did the Big 10 have? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they also have 4 in the preseason top 25 out of those 6.
I mean, you got to think the SEC has, they have 9.
Yeah.
They also have 4. Well, no, they have 1, 5, 4, 6, 11, 13, 15, 16, and 20.
Yeah. No, this would be, that's why I think that the Michigan winning the national championship last year was such a big deal, that being a non-SEC team finally looking like a real team too. You know?
How many teams have won the college football playoff?
How many, what do you mean?
How many different teams?
How many different teams?
Yeah. I heard this on another podcast.
Let's see. I'm going to say 5.
9.
9?
Yes. Can you list them?
Good Lord. What is this? Trivia?
All right. Never mind then.
You probably could.
I'm just going to
You
start
could.
doodling.
Yeah.
All right, so Michigan,
All right. So you got Michigan,
Alabama, Georgia, LSU,
LSU,
Clemson.
That's 5.
Who won it the first year?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Miami.
No.
No.
Miami hadn't even been in the playoff.
I don't think USC has won it.
No.
And I don't think there's a pack. Auburn.
Auburn has not won it.
They have not?
No, not the
No, that
CFP.
was-
They won the year
They won
right
it with
before.
Cam right before.
I didn't mean to make you think so hard.
No, this is
Brian.
good. I love
Who?
Florida State?
No.
Did they have
Ooh,
1 year with Jim?
With Jimbo, but I think that
They did
might have
not
been
win it.
just before then too.
Y'all have got 3 more.
God, there's one that's just going to pop out.
There should be 3 that pop out.
Well, I mean, SEC.
Killing me.
Georgia. We
We already said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
So it was 2014 was Ohio State, 15 was Bama, 16. Who was 16? Clemson?
I don't know.
It's a great question. 17 was, I think Clemson won back to back, 16, 17,
did.
didn't they? And then
Yeah.
19 was Bama, or 18 was Bama.
Okay.
19, who was 19? It was not Georgia.
Well, you're supposed to know the answer to that.
Yeah, Travis.
I
you can't
did.
just
I had
pull
it in my
you
notes.
can't just pull it on you.
Yeah, I had it in my notes.
I don't see it.
Oh, no, not here. It was on my phone.
I don't know. We'll look it up.
Yeah.
I'll look at it. I don't want to waste all that time. I thought Aaron was going to have it right off the
No,
rip.
yeah, I didn't. That one got me.
I don't know. All right. There's no East or West anymore.
Yeah, and that's unique, isn't
That
it?
is,
I don't like that.
you like having an East and West.
I did just
I did
because it was like, oh, this year Florida is our East game.
Yeah.
And every year we had Tennessee.
Yeah.
We would have Vandy. Vandy's an East team, right? Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
They were. Yeah. So you had them. You would have Georgia. Mm-hmm. You would have the Missouris come in. You know, you do a home and home with them. And I enjoyed that, you know, because it really built up for the Alabama Georgia game in the regular season.
Agreed. Yeah, we don't have it anymore, so it's gone.
Yeah.
So Arkansas, Auburn, and Florida. Which one out of those 3 will actually have a decent season?
I think Auburn. Auburn did a good job in the transfer portal.
Freeze is good too.
Yeah, Coach Freeze will have them
You can't discount him. He's
moving in the
good.
right direction. I think the theory of the unknown in Florida still, in Arkansas, KJ Jefferson is gone now. Coach Pittman, the head coach at Arkansas, is one of the funniest character dudes ever in college football. And there's a beautiful place there, but I do think Auburn would be that team.
Okay. Kentucky, Mississippi State, and South Carolina.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, I think, just had to do a bowl ban, though.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
illegal recruitment?
Yeah.
Something like
Is this Mississippi State or Ole Miss?
Mississippi State.
Okay. Yeah, because Ole Miss is a different discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think Kentucky's they'll start out just like they did last year, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, undefeated through 6 games, and then they start to play some competition.
I like South Carolina, but again, they're also life after Spencer Rattler.
Yep.
Mississippi State, they have a new head coach, Jeff Lebby, who is really, really good. He is an offensive play caller. He is awesome. And I don't know who they, just off the top of my head, who they got as far as quarterback wise or whatever. But I would say coaching wise, out of those three, I agree with you, Travis. I think Stoops is stellar. I think it's just a different deal when you go into a season, you can't go play postseason football.
Yeah.
So if I had to guess, I would say South Carolina.
And I do want to apologize. It was not 9.
How
and
many
we
was it?
named all of them.
That's
Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson,
It was
LSU,
bugging
Georgia.
me.
It was just
I
5.
was racking my brain.
I was thinking about it too. I was like, who won 2016? It was Clemson.
Yeah.
All right, Vandy.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be a jerk.
All right, let's move on to the rank teams.
Okay.
LSU and Brian Kelly, they have a new starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Which he has played a lot.
Yeah.
It's not like this is first time on the field. We got the old Nuss bus. I mean, he's not Nussmeyer.
Yeah.
He's been around. It's not.
Yeah, what's he? Is he a senior this year?
No.
No?
Actually, I only think he's a junior.
Okay.
When he was a freshman, was Jaden's first year, and he
At
played,
LSU?
Yeah, and he played sparingly, just and then what was great for him is he got in the championship game against Georgia when Georgia housed him in the first half. Do you remember that? And then he came out in the second half. He took Jaden out, and Nussmeyer came in and threw like 4 touchdowns in the second half. It was a blowout, but it was good for him because he got experience in a championship game. Then last year, same thing, kind of ran through the schedule with your Heisman Trophy winner. And then when Jaden didn't play in the bowl game, Nussmeyer did fine. I mean, they beat Wisconsin. It's not like, but
Yeah.
he made the throws. He did what he had to do.
Yeah. I know you're a Tigers fan too, Brian. So I'm trying to be nice to you.
I know. Well, no, you've been high on LSU the last 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And last year,
They've had Jaden Daniels the past 2
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
And he was really good.
He's outstanding. And
do they fix their defense this year?
That's a
the
big question.
That's
yeah.
the key.
Is it miscommunication? I mean, they've got big guys out there, big, very capable guys. Is it communication?
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
They were trying to do their first year. Well, they were trying to do some things that just didn't work.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. Now they went out and got a new defensive coordinator.
This year?
Yes, and he is phenomenal. He's the guy from Missouri.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
That is a big time hire from Missouri. I mean, that's a big loss for them, if you ask me. So we'll see. I mean, they've got their studs back.
They're going to compete.
They got the best linebacker in the nation. For God's sakes, that guy is.
No, he's a
freak.
stallion.
Yeah.
we'll
They
see.
will compete. They'll be obviously above 500. Obviously. But are they a 3 or 4 loss team, or are they a 1 or 2 loss team?
That's going to be the question. We'll see. They've got some dudes, obviously. They reloaded at wide receiver. Now, this may be the year they take some hits. They've got a massive recruiting class for 2026. It's unbelievable, or 2025. But this year, you start off the season with USC.
Yeah. In Vegas. Yeah.
Tough Big Ten.
And
Then you got to go to South Carolina.
yeah. And then how about that? They play UCLA and USC in the regular season.
Yeah.
That is so unique.
Yeah. But you do get Ole Miss at home.
Yeah. And good luck, man.
I think Ole Miss is good.
Yeah.
I do too.
Kiffin has been grooming that crew
Yeah.
for the past, how long has it been? 4 years?
Yeah. He's
3-4 years?
You got Ole Miss and Alabama at home.
it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And-
big to have the home field advantage against
Yeah.
those two.
And they just got a brand new, massive jumbotron.
I thought you were going to say a new Tiger.
No, Mike's still there. He's chilling. No, they literally have this massive new
Yeah.
jumbotron that goes the whole side of the
Oh,
stadium
man.
now.
It's,
and
yeah,
it's
that's
just
incredible.
at a whole new level. But anyway, we'll see. I could see them with 3 losses.
Yeah.
I think Arkansas
Be,
puts up a fight against them.
be like a 9-3
yeah.
team. Yeah, it's a battle of the boot, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I could see them.
Yeah, I think I just kind of go back to the point I said earlier. You know, do you have a difference maker quarterback? And I guess time will tell on that one.
Yeah.
Because you're replacing the Heisman Trophy winner.
That's right.
So,
All right, moving on. Texas A&M with Elko.
They'll be solid.
They'll be solid. Yes.
they're a sleeper in the SEC.
Honestly, I just think they're good. I mean, I think they're good, and they're going to show out every year.
Yeah, and if you've never been to Kyle Field for a game, it is unreal. But I think he brings a different level of toughness, discipline, and demanding as a coach that A&M fans and football will embrace wholeheartedly. And I think, you look at what he did at Duke. Coach Elko is not the type of dude that is all about the dollars and glamour and right. I got paid, so I'm not going to work hard. That is not him. And I think he's a win for A&M big time.
Who's their quarterback over there? Because it was Brad Johnson's kid.
Yeah,
he's gone,
but he's at UNC now.
Yep.
Shoot, I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Gray, Jalen Henderson, maybe.
That's been A&M's thing. Is if they had a good quarterback over the years, they were going to win games.
Yeah.
I don't see a guy that I recognize other than Miles O'Neill. I don't know who he is. Good Lord, they got 20 of them.
Yeah,
Connor Wegman.
too.
Connor
That's the
Wegman.
guy,
That's
Connor
their
Wegman.
starter.
Yeah. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, you're right.
Young guy.
Yeah, he was the guy, and he is a returning starter.
Yeah.
You're right. So that obviously helps. How fast you get caught. I will say this, the rules of practicing in the non-season stuff now in NCAA has totally changed.
Yeah.
Where, this is my 5th year being out of college football coming up, and the rules then were way different than what they are now. So you can prepare much more ahead of time than just training camp compared to what you used to be able to do. So, but until you actually get out there with live people that, you don't practice against every day in a different environment. Like you said, they're playing in Vegas. We'll see, but he is a returning starter for him. That does help.
I'm going to be an oddball here, and I'm going to say this is just an adjustment year for his first year.
Okay.
It's a brutal.
Oh, yeah.
You start off at Notre Dame.
You could say the same thing about DeBoer at Bama.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to be a brutal adjustment year. We'll get to them.
You've got but you got Jalen returning.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
He's a
I got
special
plenty
dude.
to say.
All right.
I got,
All right. So, but I'm just saying you got Notre Dame, and then, you go to Florida.
Yeah.
And you got Missouri.
Missouri's
Goes.
tough.
Missouri's good.
They're going to be good. They
head
were
coach.
good last year.
Their head
You
coach
got
is really
LSU,
good.
and you're at South Carolina, and then you're at Auburn, and then you finish off the season at Texas. You got them at home, but you got Texas.
Still.
It's a brutal schedule.
Well, and that whole Texas A&M rivalry is going to be something to watch too.
All right, so let's see. Moving on, Ole Miss.
I think they're really a dangerous team to make a national championship run.
Yes.
I think they have, from what I've read and watched, they got a quarterback back that knows his system and who is super talented. They've got the defense. They've got stallions, and he's got talent on offense. And one thing everybody knows, Lane can call plays. He's an awesome offensive coordinator, and I think if he were to do it any year, this is going to be the year that he's ever had a shot.
When Nick Saban says they've always lacked men on the front line, offense and defense, and he went out and got those.
Oh, yeah.
That was all I needed to hear.
No,
you have fixed whatever your problem was, and Nick said, you have the blessing now. So.
Yeah. I think
I disagree. I think Jackson Dart is awesome and he's good.
Oh, yeah.
I just think he's not smart enough to not get himself hurt. Because he goes in, he takes all the hits.
Yeah.
And he don't tie up his chin strap so his helmet goes flying off. I just don't know. He's been good. Can he get better?
Sure.
That's what my thought is.
Yeah, and I think
that's kind of
a good
surrounding
point.
it.
Yeah. If he stays healthy, look out. I think they're the one team, honestly, is like all these SEC teams look. If they saw Ole Miss on their schedule, they're like, dang.
Yeah.
I don't want to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because they're a little bit of a wild card, but all of a sudden they could hang 50 on you like that.
Oh,
and
they're
you're like,
great
what
offense.
just happened?
Yeah, they're great offense.
And
They're throwing
to me, they're the one team that's like, dude, I don't know, man.
defense has got to come to play that day.
Yeah. No question.
I was looking to see who maybe their backup was, just in case. Said
Because I want to say that they had like 5 of the number 1 ranked position transfers, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
They got them all.
Yeah.
Like the top guys, they got them all. And it's like, uh-oh.
Kiffin knows how to recruit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he sat under Saban. He figured he learned the ropes.
Yeah, they got. I thought it was somebody I recognized. He's a former LSU backup, Howard, transferred to Walker Howard, transferred. So he'll be behind.
Okay.
But, all right, Texas. Obviously, we said that they're going to be a stud team. So who's your? Let's just skip down to who's your sleeper.
Ole Miss, and then I'm also going to say A&M.
Okay.
I think Tennessee is an interesting team in the SEC this year. I was a huge Joe Milton fan, like huge.
Yes.
And like, it's interesting that New England Patriots drafted him after they've got Drake May.
I know.
Because that dude can throw 100 yards. 100 yards.
Didn't they say that Joe Milton was potentially taking that starter job?
Oh, yeah. Like, he's a real dude. So I think that's just a word. But Heupel does an awesome job on offense. But I just don't know if this is going to be that big step year for them. But, yeah, I just think Ole Miss is kind of that team where, boy.
All right, so their quarterback, Tennessee's quarterback, there's been a lot of hype around this dude, too.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Iyamale or something like that.
Yeah.
Samoan kind of last
But
name.
it's not. I mean, what scares me about that is he's not. He's a freshman.
He hadn't played.
He hasn't played in the SEC.
He's a redshirt freshman, right? I thought he was there last year.
I think you might be right, Travis.
Let's see. It just
Didn't he play in the bowl game? He played in the bowl game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says he had 20. He was 28 of 45.
Yeah.
With 2 touchdowns,
Yeah.
2 interceptions.
They are so them and Ole Miss offensively, and actually Jeff Lebby, who's the new head coach of Mississippi State, are all of kind of the same style, and they're all a tough team to play when you're a defensive coach because of what they do. But yeah, I'm going to stick to my guns on the A&M Ole Miss deal.
Okay, I see one of their football player or one of their quarterbacks is a Navy Schuler. Is
Heath Schuler's kid?
That's what I'm asking.
Really? I don't know. Is it same spelling? Shuler?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
I know that. I wonder
Yeah.
if he's like a token. Hey, we'll give you a scholarship because he is a senior.
He's legacy. Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, so Travis, just so we don't skip over that.
I almost said it. I was like, man,
No, we don't talk about them.
You got 2 minutes on Alabama.
2 minutes. I know that it's a new coach.
Yeah.
I get that. And I think that everywhere that Kalen DeBoer has gone, they win.
Yes,
That's the bottom line with it. But he has not been in the SEC.
correct.
So my thoughts kind of are, hey, you know what? It might not be that championship year.
Here's what I'll tell you. Never liked him and had to deal with it when Brian Kelly came to the SEC. And I heard the exact same thing. And he's done fine.
Brian Kelly?
Yeah. If Kalen can do this, that it would be, I mean, that to me, that's the litmus test. I mean, Brian Kelly's done okay coming in. So I would say he's going to be fine.
Yeah. I mean, 9 months ago, this dude was playing for the national championship.
Oh, yeah.
So I think
With a team that nobody picked.
exactly. And they had Penix. Penix was awesome, but who else really can you name on that team?
Well, me, I can name Roma. Dude.
Okay,
gonna say-
Roman. Yeah, all right, Roman. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
But I think the culture there right now with Milroe returning and a couple other guys coming back, even though they said we're entering the portal because Saban's gone, they've come back and they said we're taking our name out of the portal. We like this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not I loved Caleb Downs, but he is excommunicated because he didn't even give anybody a shot. He just went right up to Ohio State. And I'm not a fan of that.
All right. So what is acceptable to you?
Acceptable?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're a Bama fan ever since you can think about college football. For me, that was like 06, 07, 08, 09.
Is 3 losses acceptable?
3 losses is it's tough to tell because I don't know. I have to see the first game first
Right,
to
Saban
see
had
what's
3
acceptable.
losses a couple years ago, right?
No, he did not.
When LSU went to the championship game, they beat Alabama. Who else? Alabama lost to Georgia, and who else that year? I thought it was 3 losses.
It was Georgia. They beat Georgia. No, I'm thinking of another year, but
Just 2
Saban.
years
I don't
ago.
think Saban ever had 3 losses,
Oh,
unless he had a playoff loss. But there's no way he would have had 2 wins and gotten into the CFP.
No, I'm not talking last year. I'm talking about the year before. They
Year
didn't
before.
make it to the college football playoffs the year before.
They didn't.
Correct.
But
They
that
didn't
was
make
probably-
the championship game. That was LSU Georgia, and that was the year LSU beat them on the last second throw.
You know what? I think you're right.
And I think
with
they
Bryce
did
Young,
lose 3 because I think they lost to Tennessee that year.
2 years ago we lost to Tennessee.
Yep.
Yeah.
But did we lose the bowl game? Because that would have been the 3rd loss.
No, I think you lost 3 in the regular season. Look, Nick Saban's greatest of all time. There's no doubt, but
Yeah,
he
it happens.
He can lose.
I don't know if it's
That's
been
what I'm saying.
3,
You
though.
might be putting expectations on poor old Kalen.
Well, and that's what I'm worried
Is 3
about.
loss
is
acceptable?
3
You've got
losses would probably be acceptable because you got Georgia,
South Carolina.
you've got South Carolina, which you expect to beat them
Sure.
no matter where you are if you're Alabama.
You're at Tennessee.
But you're at Tennessee, which they don't scare me as much as LSU at LSU or Ole Miss at Ole Miss. So
At
3 losses
Oklahoma.
at Oklahoma. Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, it's at Oklahoma. So, I mean, that's a tough game too, but I don't think that Kalen DeBoer
Missouri.
gets compressed by that. I don't think they're quite there yet. Missouri's not quite there yet.
Auburn
I don't think Auburn's quite there yet.
last year was a last second throw.
We won by 6
Fourth and-
2
4th and 29 or whatever it was.
Well, yeah, that's a Hugh Freeze thing. That's a Hugh Freeze and Nick Saban.
I know, but I'm saying that you're putting an awful lot on this poor old guy's shoulders.
I know, but you look at his rap sheet.
Yeah, you do sign up for it though.
He
No,
signed
I-
up for it.
yeah.
He came behind Nick Saban.
All right, so what is acceptable for this year?
10 wins.
Yeah, 10
And
wins.
get in the college football playoff.
Lord.
Not necessarily. I'm not putting expectations. Somebody's got to beat Georgia. Someone's got to prove besides Nick Saban's Alabama
don't
that
disagree with that.
you have to beat Georgia. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody else besides the talent that Alabama. I mean, Milroe. You got all these returners that played in this game against Kirby Smart and Georgia last year and beat them. So you've got people who know how to beat Georgia. Do you have the coach that can keep it going?
All right, so who is I agree with you. The sleeper is Missouri.
Yeah, I mean Missouri's good though.
Who do you
Sleeper wise?
yeah.
Ole Miss.
Okay. Oh, that's
If you consider him a sleeper.
Yeah.
But I just,
I was thinking the same thing about Mizzou. If you consider them a sleeper,
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
of
'cause-
that top tier,
Yeah.
they're the sleeper.
Missouri's, yeah. Coach Drink, he's stellar.
But there's always going to be that one team that
Yep.
we put expectations on that doesn't do well.
Yep.
And then there's going to be that team that does. And so, I mean, I look at this and I think, you know what?
2010 was the 10-3 year.
Yeah, I was
Auburn
looking
could
back
be
on that too.
team
Yeah.
that just sneaks up on
11-2
Yeah, Auburn
was 2022 with Bryce Young. I told you they went in and won the bowl game.
Let's see.
2023 is what I asked about.
No, 2023 was last year.
Oh, was it?
You know, it's funny. You know, we talked about Texas early. You know, are they in the SEC championship? You know, right now they're preseason number 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think Georgia and Texas.
Georgia's number 1. You know, I'm actually gonna ride with Ole Miss. I'm gonna say it's Georgia and Ole Miss in the SEC championship this year.
Does Texas play Ole Miss?
Let's see.
Yeah. Hold on. I can tell you. Texas.
And Ole Miss is also ranked 6th.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
it's
mean,
like,
yeah. So that's a
no,
tough schedule.
they
they
don't.
do not play them.
They don't. All right. Well, someone's
But like,
dodging a bullet.
look at Ole Miss's schedule: home against Furman, home against Middle Tennessee State, at Wake Forest, home against Georgia Southern, home against Kentucky, at South Carolina.
It's 5 straight wins. Starting off 5-0, as if they wouldn't already.
Yeah, but then you're going
They do
to
play.
that.
They do play Georgia at Ole Miss. November.
That's a
9th.
scary one for Georgia.
Yeah,
That's a scary one.
yeah.
I mean, I think we've all written Georgia, and then we forget they still got to play a schedule too.
Yes. They have trap games just like everybody
Oh
else
yeah,
does.
yeah. But I think those top 4 teams is probably Georgia, Texas, Alabama, and Ole Miss, in my opinion. But Missouri is a great football team. I think A&M is going to be an annoying, really good team, but at the end of the day, I don't know how you can go against the Dogs.
It's tough. Nobody's proven they can beat them.
They're.
No one's proven.
Now the one thing, the arguing point would be, Jalen Milroe got to the Final Four and nearly beat Michigan.
Yes,
nearly beat Michigan. Whereas, oh my gosh, the kid from Georgia,
Carson
Beck, didn't get to do that a year ago, right? So different situations going into it. Beck should be fired up and motivated to prove everybody wrong. Where Milroe's got a new coach, but he also has like a new voice and everything. And can they,
the culture surrounding Alabama right now is so high right now that they're like good. Saban, our former coach of a year ago, didn't even pick us to win out.
Yeah.
And so they're fired up about that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's on purpose.
But that's obviously on purpose. That's the reverse rat poison.
Oh yeah. Don't listen to it, but you better listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Which Saban's still over there. He's a consultant. He gets paid $500,000 a year to be a consultant.
doubt.
You don't think he's out on that football field?
Isn't that what I'm getting from you guys, Brian?
Yeah. All right, moving on. So our 4 seed bye in our playoff, college football playoff.
Yeah.
We've got let's go back to our notes. You've got Clemson.
Mm-hmm. This is me.
Yes.
Right.
Clemson, Oregon,
Jayhawks.
the Jayhawks. So you've got Clemson, Oregon, and the Jayhawks, and Georgia.
Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now who are our at large, if you want to call them?
Yeah. It sounds like Boise's going to be really good this year. As far as like other,
Okay,
so as far as
have
do you want to
Boise.
do the other at large conference
yeah.
champ? Mm-hmm. I think that's going to you got Boise in the American.
Yep.
Like I brought up South Florida. I think they're really good. I think they could have a shot.
How about UTSA? I thought there were some talks about them.
Yeah.
Possibly doing it.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, Liberty.
Their schedule is so.
They just play such a soft schedule
Yeah.
that I don't think they're going to get the respect.
It'll be. Here's the tough thing though: is if they're the only undefeated team, like going into it at the end of the season, I guess out of all the conference champions, it's going to be hard to not let them be that team.
Yeah.
Well, they had to make that decision with Florida State.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if they said, "Hey, you know what? You're 12-0, but Boise State would come in and slap you around."
Yes.
So we're going Boise State. I don't think they're afraid to make that call anymore.
Yeah.
They used to be. I don't think they're afraid now.
And Boise's got one of the best running backs, if not the best running back in the country, who is really, really good. Really good. The Sun Belt, Fun Belt, you look at it, it's always that league. Obviously I'm biased now. My son's coaching in the league, but App State is always a good football program. Yeah. JMU was awesome last year.
Yeah.
Coastal, Marsh, but even then, as you look at the other side, Arkansas State, I'm telling you, their quarterback is a real dude. And he was the Sun Belt Freshman of the Year last year. Mm-hmm. I went out there in April and hung out with those guys for 2 days. I got to go watch spring ball, and Butch Jones is a really good football coach. They could end up winning that league out there. Troy is really good. I think Liberty I think Liberty and Boise are the two teams that are talked about the most because it looks like they have the best path.
So you don't think the win, if they win at App State, is a big enough win for
Liberty? You're saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it depends.
App State.
I think it depends on how good App is this year.
Right.
Yeah.
I could see that being the only thing on their schedule that would.
You got Campbell this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Be early, be loud, wear red.
Campbell Camels.
Okay. All right. So who are your other playoff hopefuls? I'll go through Travis's real quick.
Okay.
You've got Clemson, Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, LSU, Oh, so you just got an SEC college football playoff.
Brian, did we not just talk about that SEC has 9 ranked teams in it?
So you got Clemson, Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, LSU, Ole Miss, FSU, USC, and Liberty. I mean, it's not bad. I agree. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see USC being one of those that sneaks in there. And I just think Florida State, they're going to kind of feel bad for them. And let's say they have 1 loss, 2 losses.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. What do you got, Aaron?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of filling in here, right, as we go. I'm going to give Liberty the nod as that the at-large conference champion. I'm going to get back in there. Caden Salter's coming back. Absolute playmaker for him, running back.
Awesome. Both
Both those guys are like preseason watch list guys, but I think Coach Chadwell and his staff, Willie Korn on the offensive side, they're unique. They're not like everybody.
Correct.
And that's another reason why I think they're very successful over there, aside from just everything else that the university has. So I'll put them down. Kind of going through this. Ole Miss will get in. Alabama will get in. Ohio State will get in. I guess, you get so what's that? I think the Longhorns will probably get in also too.
Okay.
You've got seeds probably 6 through 10 who would be 2 lost teams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6 to 11 who are going to be 2 lost teams.
A lot of teams are, and I do think Penn State is going to get in this year.
Did I not put Penn State?
No, you did not.
Man.
Because you found out they don't play in the SEC.
Hey, I got 3 non-SEC schools in the top 4.
All right.
It's funny. I heard a lot of people are talking about Iowa, that they're going to get into the playoffs this year.
Their offense is not good enough.
Well,
Their
they got a
defense
new
is solid.
coordinator.
They hired a new coordinator. Yep. So they will.
I don't know if
But
that fixes
their head
everything they
coach was
want.
Fine, or
He was suspended, for his first game. I think him and the receivers coach were for a recruiting violation or something like that. But
Why do we have recruiting violations when these players can get paid millions of dollars?
Travis, don't even get me started, man.
Listen, tell me how he gets. And Michigan still just playing football. I mean,
I mean,
giddy up, right?
if Harbaugh knew, the rest of them knew.
Yeah.
yeah,
So, come on.
nobody's perfect.
So here's an interesting question.
I agree.
Do you think there's 2 teams from the ACC that get in?
I think Saban had Tech.
Well, you had Clemson and Florida State.
Yeah, I did.
And I had Clemson and NC State in the deal.
I think Florida State, NC State, Tech are kind of interchangeable in that spot.
Yeah.
It's whoever beats who.
I don't know. I just, for whatever reason, I just kept the Georgia Tech team.
They look solid.
They're good. Like, they're really good. And I guess out of the Big 12, if Oklahoma State makes it into the championship also too, if they're a 10-11 team, 10-11 win team, gosh, Utah's good though. Should be a good football team too. But I don't know if the Big 12. I don't know if you guys saw that there was a money group of like oil people in like the Texas, Oklahoma area that basically donated hundreds of millions of dollars to the Big 12 football teams and said, please use this as you want. They don't want to be irrelevant in the Big 12.
I get it.
Like there is oil money out there.
Sure.
And they want to be relevant. The problem is Texas and Texas A&M are now in the SEC.
I read an article. You've made me think about something years ago. This has probably been 20 years ago. It was listing the biggest donors in college football at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And number 2 on the list, I think, was at Oklahoma. And it was, you're thinking oil.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Are you talking about T. Boone Pickens?
No, it was the guy who sells Oriental knockoff rugs.
Really?
Yes, and because they're in every. If you think about it, they're in every Walmart, in every store, right? And he was a billionaire, and he donated to and it was like $45 million that he donated annually, and it was like he was
That's insane.
Oriental rug knockoffs. That's it.
Mahomes donated $5 million to
He did.
Texas Tech.
Yeah.
He should.
Yeah, they put it up on their like as you walk in type deal.
He should.
Man, trying to think of who these other 2 teams could be. Sorry, I don't mean to be giving you dead air here, but I don't know. Like right now, as I've got it on here, I've got Oregon, Ohio State, and Penn State out of the Big Ten.
Yep.
That's 3.
Yep.
Do they get a 4th team in?
Did you have USC?
I didn't, and I'm not a USC.
You're not a USC.
I am not.
You don't like a Lincoln Riley?
I like Lincoln Riley. I think he has nobody on defense.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think they can stop a soul, and it sucks that you brought up last year because I picked them, and I was deadly proven wrong on that one. Caleb Williams is number 1 draft pick, and I'm a Bears fan, so yeah, buddy. But
can't wait to talk about him.
yeah.
I think he's just such a good quarterback coach.
Yeah,
For some reason, I just think he creates.
Look at his track record.
And he's got, 3 Heisman winners?
Yeah. You know what, Brian? I'm going to throw Georgia Tech in there for fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Why not?
I love it.
Right? And then let's go Missouri
Okay.
I like Missouri.
as the other team. So that's my 12.
All right.
So I got Liberty, Penn State, Missouri, Georgia Tech, Texas, Ole Miss, Alabama, and Ohio State as the final 8 teams.
All right. And what we'll do to finalize college football playoffs, we'll have you back on like the week before they announce
Okay.
for you to do the 12.
Selection Sunday.
Nice. That'd be fun.
Yes.
Good.
That. All right. Now, go over quickly players to watch who you think will be, sort of the studs this year.
Yeah. I think Carson Beck has an opportunity to kind of be handed the Heisman
Okay.
just because he's on the preseason number 1 team.
Okay.
He's great.
He'll live up to it.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, from what I saw last year,
Yeah.
he was doing well.
Yeah, and he would be like one of the first non-transfer quarterbacks to get the Heisman in a while
Really?
since Bryce Young.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, Ewers.
Yes, he's got a big chip on his shoulder. Obviously, he's got Arch Manning that everybody talks about behind him.
Yeah.
But Arch has obviously done nothing to beat him out.
Correct.
So,
Dylan Gabriel.
yeah, Dylan Gabriel has an opportunity to like put up gaudy numbers and to just run away with it. By what I see, it's just
That Oregon offense, the Dan Lanning.
Yeah.
I think Lanning's very smart. Very smart guy.
he's great. He is.
Obviously, Milrow.
Milrow, I think he's going to be one to watch just because he's
There's
not
nobody outside of a quarterback, right? I mean,
I like Will
the
Howard.
Heisman just become who's the best quarterback in the league.
Pretty much, it's a QB award.
Yeah.
It hasn't.
Devontae Smith.
I think Ndamukong Suh and Smith did win it, didn't he? Yeah.
2020.
Ndamukong Suh was the last defensive player that was a finalist for it. So,
But I mean, running backs, we don't even
you
talk
know.
about them anymore
How many really standout running backs? Like
because they don't stay.
you knew about Derrick Henry.
yeah.
You knew about guys like that, but who's like that for you now?
The kid that was at Ohio State that was from Virginia.
He's back.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's a real guy.
That would stick out in my mind.
Yeah.
That dude's a
Henderson, I think is his last name. Yeah, he's
think so,
from.
yeah.
Northern Virginia, right?
No, he's from Petersburg area.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's real. He's really real.
God, when do we lose these studs? I'm telling you, we don't put emphasis on our damn high school football.
No, we don't. Not here. I mean, just like I said, the other week, people don't just go out and watch high school football. It's like you got the parents, you got the students.
All right, quickly, hot seat.
In college,
Yep. Who's just a couple of them?
man,
I love your list. Travis Pittman,
Yeah, Lincoln Riley, if you don't win
Lincoln
something,
Riley.
he's got to get his act together.
Yeah.
Napier.
Billy,
yeah, I
and
think,
Ryan Day.
Yeah.
yeah, I think Napier is definitely one at Florida because they're not going to hang around much. And honestly, I think Mario Cristobal is down at Miami too. If he doesn't win,
That's true.
if he really doesn't win, they're not going to stick around with that either.
Ooh, one you forgot. Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Venable?
I mean, he's got to win.
it could be loud. Yeah, that could definitely get noisy over
Well,
there.
his
too.
first year in the SEC, he's got to prove something.
Yeah.
He's got to be like a 4-loss team.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, he's got to prove something.
he can't
Because they'll understand, hey, you're in the SEC, first year in the SEC, new conference, big, strong conference.
Yeah.
4 or 5 losses. I don't know if you can get 5. I think 4 is probably the max that you can get if you're him.
I'll tell you one guy who could have some pressure too if it doesn't work out great for him this year is James Franklin.
I agree with that.
Because they've always been the team that has been knocking at the door, and now there's a 12-team playoff. And if they don't get in, are they going to put up with it up there?
I think the same thing would go with Dabo, don't you?
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, if he doesn't win the ACC or at least be in the college football playoffs,
and Coach Sweeney's been like the guy that's been anti-NIL transfer portal.
Yeah, I think that's
he's
what
been
hurts
very loud and against it. But it's not going away.
No,
at all. At all.
No.
I think Dabo's right now being a little too stubborn.
Yeah.
When he could still be that top 5 team preseason.
Yeah, he's got a stud running back coming in next year too.
Yeah, Gideon Davidson.
Got a couple of LCA Bulldogs heading down his way. I was going to try to get over. They play Salem Friday night.
Oh,
That's a home, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
jeez.
Be a big test for him right
Yeah.
away.
They beat him last year.
All right. Well, before we get into our NFL preview, we'll get Carolina Kevin will come on here in a second. Don't expect a lot. But
I don't think I've ever talked.
we'll go through his picks. It's funny. He's my brother, and he lives somewhere in Carolina.
One of the Carolinas.
Leaving it anonymous like that. I like it.
So he's quite funny. But
He's
believe
pretty
it or not-
spot on with his picks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's pretty spot on.
Always been really good at that stuff, and he's a gambler. It's just
He's a gambler, man. I see you writing down notes for your FanDuel this year.
I use him a lot for my FanDuel picks. So we'll wait for Emma to give us a thumbs up, and we'll see if he comes through or not. I told him, I first told him that he wasn't going to be part of this because I really wanted to focus on just getting this done. And then Trent was like, no, you got to have Kevin's picks because he's
I
going
was with him.
I'm telling you.
I was with him.
He's going to give you something like
He's going to give you the
North Dakota
sleepers.
State or something like that. And
He's
you're going to be
gonna give you
like,
the
yeah,
sleepers.
okay. And then all of a sudden,
Bam.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't, and yeah, don't ask players either. 'cause
Does he
has
listen
no clue.
to the show up to until he calls?
He puts the artificial in intelligence. He is as accurate as the weatherman, except when it's predicting who turns left the best. So good at predicting sports that he was put in witness protection somewhere in Carolina. Welcome to the show, Carolina Kevin.
All right, Kevin.
That's a great bumper.
Thank you, Travis. I texted it to Trent and he said it was terrible.
Well,
Again,
the
AI
first one-
generated.
the first one makes him sound like he's 75 years old.
Yeah, I agree.
Just asking about dentures in an ice tray.
All right, Kevin, you ready for your picks?
This is too much like work. I'm already exhausted and I ain't even spoken.
Oh, me. All right, so quickly, I need your
Lord.
big conference champions. Who's going to be your ACC champion?
Okay, I've only got 5 minutes to take this. To ACC, we got Florida State, got SEC, got Texas, got Big Ten.
Not that quick.
Big 12, West
Not
Virginia.
that quick.
He brought the energy today.
Champions of the NCAA tournament. NASCAR's Cal Larson, the NFL's Cowboys. What else you got going on?
No. Slow down. Let's go
okay.
back
I
to
thought I only
the.
had just a few minutes.
You do, but go back to the ACC.
okay.
Who do you have out of the ACC?
Well, Florida State and Clemson's playing down here in the ACC tournament at Tampa Stadium, and Florida State's going to win.
Okay, so you got FSU winning the ACC. All right,
Yep.
moving on to the Big Ten. Who we got?
Michigan.
Holy cow!
Oh, my.
I'm telling you, no. He does this, and then halfway through the season, you go, "What knowledge did he have?" All right,
more
you're
power to you.
crazy if you think Michigan, but okay.
More power to you.
All right, Michigan. All right, and the SEC.
Texas.
It's a good one. It's gonna be tough. but
Someone's
it's-
got to prove they can beat Georgia. If it's Texas,
Ain't no doubt.
Hey,
Go for
what
it.
did we say last year? Somebody has to beat Alabama. There's no
you
way.
said someone has to beat Georgia, and Alabama beat Georgia.
No, I'm just saying nobody thought he would go into Alabama, right?
Yep.
Sark, it was his big thing. You got to beat Alabama.
You're talking about, yeah.
And he did it.
Now I know what you're talking about. Yes, and he did it.
And
And
he
he
did
did
it.
it well.
So
Very well.
we'll see. Texas is a good pick. I like it. All right, and wrapping up the Big 12.
West Virginia.
Wow. Love it.
He pulls,
I love it.
he pulls them out of a hat.
Hey, man. Hey, what were those again? All right, time out. What were they?
Listen, so it was FSU, Michigan, Texas, and West Virginia.
Okay.
Love it. Those are the buys. So this is a true. Kyle Busch in racing he'd been horrendous. I mean, so awful. It wasn't even funny. And I forget what race it was. He's told Trent and I both, put money on him. He's winning this week. And so Trent literally calls me with 2 laps to go. And he's like, how the hell? Kyle Busch hasn't done anything. And I'm like, I have no idea. Now, Kyle Busch ended up losing because they had like 4 overtimes. And I think somebody wrecked him. But he was spot on with it. And it's like, there's no way you figure this out. So he might get lucky.
He knows what he's talking about.
He knows what he's talking about. All right, we're getting ready to dive into the NFL. So before we do, let's get your picks for who you think is going to be in the Super Bowl.
I believe it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs again, and I think it's going to be the Cowboys. And the Cowboys are going to lose against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow. Okay.
Aaron, what do you think about that?
We're going to find out in just a minute when he breaks down the... All right. And before you get off, we always have to know who your favorite is turning left. You've got the final race before the playoffs. So who is winning at the old Darlington Speedway?
Blaney's going to end up winning.
Wow. Ryan Blaney. Okay.
You can take that to the bank.
It's pretty accurate. And when it comes to cars turning left, he's pretty good at that.
He knows it.
I ain't going to lie about that. All right, Kevin. Hope you have a good weekend. I'll talk to you soon.
I got Trent. This is for Trent, the word of the day.
Oh, great. We love the word of the day. What do we got?
Bad day.
Bad
if
day.
You're ever having if anybody's ever having a bad day, you just think about it. You really could be a Siamese twin attached to a gay brother who has a date, and you're the only one with an ass.
I can't, man. He's from my family. I mean, I don't know what to do. Oh, boy. Hey, our viewers or our listeners have spoken for the last year.
I got nothing.
It's their favorite segment of the show is Carolina Kevin.
I could see why. You need a pause, an awkward pause laugh. There you go.
He brought it today.
Yeah.
He brought it.
Oh, yeah. All right, good. So now we get to dive in to the NFL. Now, I love college football. I think college football, to me, it's the unpredictability. I know you're still going to have your Georgia and Alabama and stuff, but I used to, and I hate that ESPN has gone away from it, but Thursday night football used to be so massive. Mm-hmm. And even it would be like a Louisville versus Syracuse, and you're like, that ought to be decent. And then it would be this unbelievable game.
Yeah.
I hate that just seems to have gone away, but college football is great because you can watch App State play Michigan and win. So, but now we're diving into the NFL. There's a lot of storylines this year.
There's a ton.
So let's dive into it. Let's start with the NFC first.
Okay.
The NFC East.
NFC East is going to be the Eagles this year. I think they are way too good. Way too good.
Okay.
How about the coach? What do you think?
I think he's done a good job of. He realized he needed to make coordinator switches because things weren't working for the quarterback. He brought in Kellen Moore, who's Kellen's been a good OC. As you look at him statistically, I believe he's been like a top 10 OC. And I think a big thing, obviously Jason Kelsey's retired, so like having a new center is different. But like it's one of their starters who played guard who's going to slide in, so that's not. It's going to be fine. They got great tackles there, and I'm telling you, Saquon Barkley could be the MVP of the NFL this
That's
year.
a big addition to him. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, and then the other thing they just did, they brought in, I think it was Jahan Dotson from Washington. Mm-hmm. They just added him as their third wide receiver.
Right. Yeah.
So their offensive skill, you've got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's true.
And their offensive line is so good. So I think the big thing that they did in the draft is they drafted some secondary players that they needed, and I think they got like the 2 top-rated corners in the NFL or in the draft. So
Okay.
I just think Philly's really good.
All right. Washington and the Giants.
I think the
Those
Giants are a dumpster fire.
I do too.
I think
and I
that-
hate it because I love their coach.
Oh, Daboll's, yeah. I don't know if you watched the Hard Knocks.
A little
If
bit.
anybody has not watched the off-season Hard Knocks of the Giants, to me, that is the most interesting one I've ever seen by far, having been in those closed-door meetings as a coach when you discuss personnel and who you're deciding to choose, all of that. I was floored, like floored.
Yeah.
But,
I can't watch them
yeah.
because I don't care if they're the worst team. Then I think they're the best team
Yeah.
just by watching Hard
Yeah,
Knocks.
I think
So I
They
purposely
got
don't.
it this year.
yeah, Daniel Jones, God love him, but
I
like,
know. It's time to move on.
yeah, and if you would watch Hard Knocks, they were trying. They wanted Jaden Daniels. They were trying to move up,
He's going to be a stud.
and I
He's
think
gonna be good.
I do think Washington is in a good position. I just don't think they're good enough up front to take another step. But I think they got the guy at the trigger.
Yeah.
He's special, man. He's really good.
He can make it happen with his
Oh,
legs.
my gosh, yeah. And Terry McLaurin, I think, could have an unbelievable season because of that.
Yeah. Dallas just is always that. Just
Well,
yeah.
they signed CD, so they got that. I think if they don't sign Dak should go out and try to prove something this year that he deserves every penny.
Does Dalvo help? I just saw they brought him in. Cook.
Oh, yeah, they did sign him. They needed it because they had nobody in the running back room.
Yeah.
Nobody. They had the little dude, Deuce Vaughn, who's a really good player, but like if you blitz a linebacker at him, he's going to like eat, he's going to pick him up
He's
and
gonna
throw
make a
him into the
business
quarterback.
decision.
Didn't they get Ezekiel Elliott back?
Yeah.
But he's nothing. He's a
that's-
has been.
It just kind of is what it is.
Eat up some more money.
And I don't, I believe Washington got Dallas's center, Tyler Badish, who was starting like that's a big deal. Also, too, I'm not a Dallas believer yet for this year. I think they're good. Maybe they'll make the playoffs, but I don't know.
Okay. Eagles. And now let's move to the West. All the way to the West.
Yeah, 49ers.
Yeah.
I think they've got Trent Williams signed up. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Brandon Ayuk, but I think they're just one of the unique offenses with Kyle Shanahan, with how they run their offense. I think Kyle Juszczyk is one of the most unsung players in all of the NFL as
Did
a
you know
fullback.
Ayuk was with Jaden Daniels
Yeah.
at Arizona
Oh,
State?
yeah. They're boys.
Could you imagine that year?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, no doubt. But I think, San Francisco's just got, I think they're a good O-line. I don't think they're as dominant as they have been. Trent is an incredible player, but outside of him, they don't have great players on the offensive line. But I think schematically, everybody hates playing them. And defensively, they're still going to be really good.
Arizona doesn't.
Arizona will be tough. I think Kyler and Marvin Harrison will be a fun thing to watch because I think he's incredible. They got a really good tight end there, Trey McBride. I just don't think they got enough on defense yet to be a good sound. I think the Rams are good. The Rams are young on defense. They got good players. Offensively, I think they've kind of shored up their offensive line. I mean, they got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp are going to have 5 million catches.
Yep.
And like you said, Travis, they got Blake Corum, but he's sitting behind Kyron Williams from Notre Dame from a year ago, who was stellar for him in the run game. So I think the Rams are dangerous. I think they're a playoff team.
All right. South. Moving on to the South.
It's so weird, but I think the Falcons are going to be the best team in the South.
Really?
I think, they've got, Kirk Cousins comes back and is healthy. I think they're a good O-line. I think defensively they're going to have maybe the best tandem at safety in the league with, they just signed Jesse Bates.
I'm just not a big believer in their coach.
Yeah, he's new, right? But he had been, I think kind of taking his time back to be a coordinator. I think it's going to be an interesting thing to kind of see that. But I think as you look at the rest of the NFC South, it's not very good.
No, it's not.
It's just not a good division. So I think they got a chance to just take it.
I just look at, I'm one of those people that if you're going to move off of a coach, you got to bring somebody else in that is better. And I just don't see that upgrade in Morris.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's a well-respected guy in the NFL.
I know.
In the circles. And, when he took over Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
he was a young guy.
He was.
He was really young. So he didn't have kind of that experience factor.
Yeah.
And I think he was with Sean McVay here for,
He was.
I don't know, the last 3-4 years, whatever it's been.
Okay.
And, maybe learned a different style.
Yeah.
And that could help him. But I will say this. Kirk Cousins gets hurt. Look out for Michael Penix.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they didn't even play Michael Penix in the last preseason game. That says something if you're not even going to play your backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're a believer in him personally. And, yeah, they're paying Kirk Cousins a boatload of money, but look out.
Panthers don't take a step up.
Oh, maybe one game. They just don't have enough talent.
They have a horrible offensive line.
They're quarterback.
And you got a tiny quarterback who can't see over that offensive line.
They just haven't built a good team yet.
Yeah, I agree.
I can't. And the Saints, I think Dennis Allen is on the hot seat.
Yeah.
And I think that's a tough one there right now. I mean, I just do.
All right, the North.
I think this might be the best division in football.
You could see
I really do.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
I
back to the old school.
Yeah, but with some fun teams to watch. I am definitely a homer with the Bears.
Yeah.
And I'm going to flat out say that the Bears are going to win the North. I think they have.
The Lions take a step back then, huh?
I think there's 3 playoff teams though. I think Green Bay, Detroit, and Chicago are all going to make the playoffs.
Okay. That's crazy.
I think
Crazy talk.
Chicago's defense on all 3 levels has playmakers.
Yeah.
And on offense, they're so much different than Carolina, where they've got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and then first-round draft pick, number 9 pick, Roma Dunze.
Yeah.
Cole Kmet at tight end, and they took DeAndre Swift away from Carolina also, too. And their O-line is good. And I've been a Bears fan since I was 7.
I know.
The first preseason game against the Buffalo Bills, it was 3rd and 12, and he threw a curl route, and I was like, oh, man, we finally got one. Like, finally. So I'm in on him.
Did Williams play in the preseason?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He did?
Yes.
Yeah, and he played well.
The Bears are 4-0 in preseason.
It's a good thing they don't
And
crown you in preseason.
yes. Oh, I agree. But I just see things that I haven't seen there for a long time. And I think, like, hey, I'm as big of a believer of the Detroit Lions as anybody.
Yeah.
I just don't know if Detroit is good enough on defense to be able to be the championship football team.
All right.
I think Aiden Hutchinson's really good. Outside of him, I don't know if I can name another player on their defense.
All right. So who do you have representing the NFC?
Philadelphia.
Philly. Okay.
I went back and forth between them and the 49ers, but I think Philly could have, and I think they've got a little easier path with the NFC East also too.
Okay. All right. Switching over to the AFC. Let's go AFC East first.
I still got to go with the Bills. I know the Jets have.
The Bills.
The Jets have made a lot of. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be? Can he make it through the entire season? I think the Jets' defense is absolutely outstanding. I think Miami is so much fun to watch on offense, but until they can prove that they can win a game below 40 degrees, I'm not in on that one.
Agreed.
I think Josh Allen, with the departure of Stephon Diggs, is going to be a better football player. I think he's going to not feel the pressure of, I got to make sure I get him the ball, or he's going to come yell at me on the sideline.
I'm a huge believer in their coordinator.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah. LSU.
Yes.
Yeah, he's smart. But,
and don't forget, if I'm not mistaken, it was last year, mid-season, they fired Dorsey.
Yeah, they did.
And brought in, or he was there. Brady.
He was there. They promoted him. Oh, yeah.
You started to see it go. So I could, given him a whole year now to.
The one big thing I think that Buffalo is hurting right now, though, is Matt Milano, the linebacker, is out indefinitely with a bicep injury. So that could be 10, 12 games down the road that he might finally be able to get back in. So defensively, and they lost some guys on defense that they had to cut loose.
Leave?
He's the middle linebacker for the Chicago Bears.
That's right.
And the other linebacker we have is T.J. Edwards. And I'm telling you, we have a defense in Chicago.
I know I'm off the subject a little bit, but how good was the Dogwood? When
Oh my gosh. Yeah. When the Edmonds boys are coming. Yeah.
Yeah, but you had Juan Thornhill too.
Yeah.
And Joe Reed was down at Randolph Henry.
I think Thornhill's now with Cleveland.
Yeah, he is.
Moved on from Kansas City. He was
You want to talk about
unbelievable. Yeah.
That's you got 4 NFL players out of that 5. I don't think he's with the team now. Joe Reed was with San Diego, but
Yeah. You mean the L.A. Chargers?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. But I mean, that's the NFL players. It's one thing to have conference, Seminoles sending kids to D1, but NFL
Oh, yeah.
out of that one league, that's huge.
It's impressive.
Yep.
All right. AFC West.
Kansas City. No brainer.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I think Denver will be an improved team. I think the Raiders are going to suck.
I think Denver's going to be a really improved team.
I think the only thing that gets me with Denver is, are they going to have enough firepower on offense for Bo Nix?
Yeah.
I think they'll run the ball really well. Javonte Williams, I think, is really good. I saw that they just released one of the receivers, Tim Patrick, today. So I think they got the one, Cortland Sutton, who's a really good, productive guy. I just don't know if they have enough firepower, but I think they'll be improved. And I think the Chargers with Harbaugh, it's going to be probably one of the most fun storylines to watch this year in the NFL. Just to see him coming back and, the transition of their team. They got rid of Mike Williams and Keenan Allen at wide receiver. So I think their best guy is Ladd McConkey, who they just drafted out of Georgia. And I'm just going to say it. I mean, like last time, a little white receiver was the best dude on an NFL team. I can't even remember.
Cooper Kupp.
Like a little white receiver, though. Like he is, like Cooper's
like 6'4".
He's a bigger, stronger guy. Like
That's
it's interesting, but he signed some running backs from Baltimore, his brother's team, and he's got a great O-line though that he's going to have. So,
J.K. Dobbins.
yeah, and then I think he also got Gus Edwards, also from Baltimore as well.
Darius Davis, TCU. You're right.
The one draft pick that they had, Quentin Johnston.
Yeah,
he just has not worked out. It looks like he can't catch a cold standing outside when it's negative degrees. So
no, you're right. I see yeah, I don't see much there. Brendan Rice from USC.
Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah,
Caleb made him look good.
DJ Clark from LSU. I don't even remember.
He was a good receiver.
Yeah,
he's a good receiver. But that's what I'm saying. They just have guys that are unknown and unproven in the league.
I tell you what, it didn't take him long when he was with San Francisco.
Correct.
Scary
Absolutely correct. And they've got dudes on defense. I mean, Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa and Derwin James. I mean, they've got dudes on defense. But do they have enough firepower on offense? They got a great quarterback in Herbert. But
it's time for him to put up or shut up.
I totally agree. Everybody talks about him being one of the top 5. Why? Because he's 6'6"?
The NFL does that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like Dak. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
it's... Yeah, you're great, but you don't win.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Sooner or later, you got to win.
You got to get it done.
All right. Moving on to, let's see, the North.
Give me Baltimore. I think this is going to be an interesting league. I think Cincinnati, Joe Burrow stays healthy. They're a playoff team. If not, no. Cleveland's defense is the best in the NFL.
Yeah.
But that to me is the other huge storyline this year is Deshaun Watson going to be worth the money? Like, is he going to make the difference for Cleveland to actually win?
Right.
Like right now, their defense is the reason why they win football games. And is Nick Chubb going to come back and be healthy? Like, his knee injury, man, was so bad.
Right.
I wonder. I hope he can come back and be as good as he was. Sometimes you just see when they go hyperextending so bad the other way, you really worry about nerve issues and then deterioration of the muscle and everything. Can you be that good again? But
that wasn't his first knee injury, though.
No,
right? I mean, he had a couple at Georgia.
Yeah,
he had one earlier in his career.
It's just that one. The way it looked, man, it looked bad. It looked really bad. But I just think Lamar's Lamar's got to get it done. I think this is a big prove it year also too for the people in Baltimore of if they play Kansas City again in the playoffs and he doesn't win, are the people going to start turning on him?
Yeah.
You know, that's an interesting one to me.
So, but you've got the Ravens.
Yes, give me Baltimore there.
Man, I would love to see Cincinnati do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're a fun team. I think Joe Burrow is as cool as it gets playing quarterback, and I hope he can stay healthy.
If he can stay healthy.
Yeah, right. And I think they've got a good offensive line.
Yeah. They brought in a couple more.
They lost Joe Mixon. He went to Houston. They still got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So they've got good weapons out there. Running back's unproven, but Zach is a great coach, man. He'll figure stuff out and get it done with those guys too.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, the South.
Houston Texans.
Yeah.
I do think Jacksonville is really good this year also too.
Yes.
I think this is a year Trevor Lawrence has got to take a big step forward as a pro.
Yep.
But I think Houston overall as a team defensively, you know, is really good, man. I think Stroud is awesome. I think Stroud and Joe Burrow are two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
And they're cool. They get it. They see it. They can rip it. They're accurate. I think that's the big why for you Pittsburgh fans out there. That's the big reason why Russell Wilson is starting over Justin Fields. I lived through watching Justin Fields as a Bears fan. Like, he couldn't hit that sign right there on time when you need to. And in that league, you have to be on it. And he just wasn't. And
agreed.
I hope he can. I think he's everybody loved him, but
where's Henry now?
Derrick Henry's in Baltimore. That's why. Yep.
Yeah, that's a big piece of the pie.
Yeah.
How about Tennessee Titans?
Tennessee,
they got to take a step back.
It's gonna be an interesting. Brian Callahan is the new head coach. He's the son of Bill Callahan, who I worked for, and I've known Brian a really long time. Good friend of mine's a running back coach. I wish them the best. Will Levis is really talented.
He is
super talented. I think they drafted a tackle from Alabama. To be their first round pick. So they've got to shore up the O-line, and Bill is the best O-line coach in the NFL by far. And so he'll get those guys to be tough and smart. And you look at like how good of a run game Cleveland had over the past few years. The O-line coach is Bill Callahan. He gets it done with those dudes. So the one thing I like that Tennessee did do, they've got DeAndre Hopkins. They brought in Tyler Boyd from Cincinnati.
Yep.
Because Brian Callahan was the OC of the Bengals, so he knows this. So Boyd knows the offense, and the big development is the receiver Burks that they drafted from Arkansas a couple years ago.
Right.
Is he going to really be a dude? I'm not a big Burks fan personally, but
they got DeAndre Hopkins too.
Yeah, and they've got one of the best defensive tackles in the game. A 98 for whatever reason. I can't forgetting his name.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Ridley's there also too. I forgot about that. So they've got some pieces on offense. The running back, I think it's Tajay Spears, who's from Tulane from a couple of years ago. He's a really good player. Maybe that's why they said, we're ready to move on.
He got good playing time.
He did
last year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's third down back, right?
And he's a really smart guy too. Good friend of mine used to be his running back coach at Tulane and told me this guy is really sharp, motivated, and tough.
He did good for me in fantasy last year.
Yeah, no, he's a good football player.
The backup is Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, I think that's a good signing also too. You know, they traded actually Malik Willis, the Liberty kid, to
yes, I did.
That was recent then.
Like a day or two ago. Where did he go?
Yeah,
shoot.
I just saw Malik play in the preseason game.
Yeah, doggone it, I should not have forgotten where he went to, but yeah, I think Tennessee's. It's just going to be I think they're in a
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Was it Green Bay? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So he's going to get up there and
get cold.
Yeah. I think he's a Florida boy. So and he played here, played at Auburn. So
he had a good run at Liberty. Good job.
No, he's a great young man. But yeah, I think Houston. But I will say Jacksonville's defense is something to be reckoned with.
I agree. And don't sleep on that coach. I love that coach.
Yeah. Doug Peterson?
Yeah, Doug.
Awesome.
I don't know why the Eagles fired him.
Yeah, I think they just wanted
They won a championship with him.
Yeah.
No,
They said,
there
"All right,
was a
see you later."
split. If you remember,
Oh,
there
was
was
it
a
a split?
fight between him and the quarterback. He did not like
Carson Wentz.
He wanted Carson Wentz.
Yes.
Yeah,
He was a
over
Carson. Yes.
Jalen
And the
Hurts.
GM and the personnel people said
they were ready to move on.
we want this dude.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but yeah. And I've got some buddies on the Jacksonville staff, so I'm really pulling for them this year too. So down in Duval,
All right, who's representing the AFC?
you can't go wrong. It's Kansas City until Patrick Mahomes is dethroned. The guy's unbelievable.
He's so good.
And by the way, they just signed the fastest football player to ever run a 40-yard dash at the combine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, look out. They just brought Juju Smith back also. Juju Smith-Schuster back because New England released him.
Saw that.
Whether
And
how
they
much
got
he
rid of
plays.
the guy who couldn't catch.
Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Yeah, see ya. Deuces. Thanks for helping us win a Super Bowl, but you're gone.
Yeah, got it.
Kelsey should be great again. I think they still got Pacheco,
Rashad Rice.
Rashid Rice.
Rashid Rice.
Yes, and the NFL hasn't voted on if they're going to suspend him or not. The other one, too, with Minnesota, Jordan Addison, he got a DUI. I believe he suspended like 6 games.
For just a DUI.
Parked at the airport, in front of the airport at LAX.
Oh.
Yes. So,
I'll get you.
So he wasn't driving, but he was parked.
supposedly.
Supposedly.
Or
Keys were in the ignition.
That's where he finally parked.
Yeah. That's where he
Put it
made
that
it.
way.
All right, so the only thing that scares me, and this is with every team, is if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, you're drop off because you are going to Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, he is
there.
He is their backup
Wow.
now,
Okay.
which, good for him. And, don't forget Doug Peterson was the OC for Andy Reid.
Yeah,
So he'll know the system, right?
I know.
But he's
That's
he's not
the only
Patrick
thing.
Mahomes.
And that,
period.
Mahomes, he has that ability to do some things outside the pocket that could get himself into some health problems.
but
That's what scares me.
I think the thing, if you watch the Netflix deal, a quarterback, how tough of a dude he is.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody on social media rips on him for having like a dad bod. He doesn't care. Maybe the dad bod protects him like when he's falling or something like that from some of the stuff. But dude, he's a magician and you can't fool him. But if Kansas City wins the Super Bowl this year, he'll do something Tom Brady never did, is win 3 Super Bowls in a row.
That's true.
And if he does that, that whole GOAT conversation gets real.
You're darn right it does. And it gets real for Andy Reid.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. No doubt. Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo has been his defensive coordinator for a long time. Hey, you grew out the defense.
Yeah.
I'll be the head coach.
That's right.
I'm going to run the offense, but we're going to make this thing work.
So rewind a little bit, Travis. Why did Philadelphia move off of Andy Reid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
Yeah. Philly's always been a team that has been very progressive to just move forward. All right, hey, this didn't work. We're going to fire you.
yep.
Whereas you got Dallas, who Jerry Jones is, and Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
They hold on to their coaches for a very long time.
That's right.
Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's just how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chance that Tomlin finally doesn't get to 500?
Yeah, this year.
You do think so?
I think it's going to be a really tough year in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I do too.
I think TJ Watt's awesome. I think they've got some really good talent on defense, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that.
I just
All right.
George Perkins is probably one of the most talented wide receivers in the whole NFL. And last year they just wouldn't get him the football. Arthur Smith is their new offensive coordinator who came from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Maybe he can finally be the one that figures that out. Can Russ get him the ball? If he does, I'm serious. That guy is one of the best playmakers that's on the football field. But I'm not seeing it.
All right. That wraps up our college and NFL coverage. So quickly, do you have any fantasy football insights since you are the commissioner, right?
Yeah,
He's the commissioner,
I am.
but
I have not won.
who typically dominates that league?
Don't even have to bring this up as your father. He's
So,
been ducking
all right.
me in golf forever, so
He sent me a picture and he's got 2 rings on his finger.
he does. Yeah.
What's the guy for the Brewers? He was the commissioner of baseball for years.
Bud Selig?
Yes, and never could win.
Yeah.
So the Bud Selig of fantasy football.
I'm hoping my reading glasses are going to make me see clearer this year of who I should draft.
So how do y'all determine the first round draft? Y'all just draw?
It's just a random deal on ESPN Fantasy Football. So there's 8 of us that are in it, and we've been doing. I think this is going to be the 4th year coming up of the 8 of us. So
I think we should have like FanDuel where you can pick
On
who's going to
ESPN.
win the.
yeah.
Who's your number one pick?
So it's fun. I was out in LA this past weekend. My little nephew Parker is 11 years old, and he had his fantasy draft on Sunday. And he's like, "Will you help me with my thing?" And I said, "Well, what pick do you have?" I'm like, "What if you get number 1?" Well, his favorite player is Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
And I was like, "Well, would you draft Tyreek Hill?" And he's like, "Yes." And if I had number 1 pick, I would draft Tyreek Hill.
Really? You think he's going to get the ball a lot?
I think yes, they feed him the football, and and Christian McCaffrey's awesome.
Yeah.
He's the other guy.
He's brittle. I mean, he's brittle.
But he plays in a tough offense. Like for a running back, like he gets the ball in the tackle area, he's going to get hit.
Yeah.
You know, Tyreek is out in space so much where it's not going to happen as much. You know. So
How about Kelsey?
I had him last year.
Maybe we should be asking Dave these questions.
Well,
not you.
Yeah,
two.
no doubt.
Tell him to call in.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Kelsey last year, and he was very consistent. He got better actually as the season went on. I was honestly a little disappointed, but it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
A couple years ago, I had him, and he was consistently 15 to 20 points every single game, and then he would have 30.
Yes.
Yeah. What's a big key? What's a big key to fantasy drafting?
Man.
Don't draft a quarterback first. Is that what it is?
Yeah, don't do it early. You got to wait till like maybe 5th, 6th round.
Okay.
Like you can still get like Jalen Hurts is a great pick.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Josh Allen's the number 1 quarterback because he gets so many running touchdowns inside the red zone. But I think like a guy like Tua, like he's going to throw for 1 billion yards.
Yeah, he's just going to throw it up and let Waddle.
Yeah.
Waddle or Tyreek.
So, and then there's always somebody every year where you pick them up off the waiver wire. Where I was like last year was Devon Achane that I scooped up, and he ended up having like a 52-point game.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was just wild. So,
All right, so what's the name of the league?
I don't know, Aaron. What's the name of the league?
Bogies and Bourbon.
Bogies and Bourbon.
And it is not a public league.
It is under lock and key.
Yes. And then we are having our draft on Tuesday night. And the 5 people that are still in this state, I believe, are going to get together at Scoreboards.
Okay.
Over in Windhurst.
Shout out to Scoreboards. They should become a sponsor of the show.
Yeah.
They should.
So
you should talk to
Work
them.
on that, Travis.
Yeah.
Me, I don't know.
Your job. You're the guest. You're
All right, well, all you had to do is say the word.
All right.
All you had to do was say the word.
Yeah. But it would be awesome if we could like get like your dad and Chris Jones and Rob Robinson both in the Dallas area, like up on like a screen also too. So like we could all just actually be there together to do it. But
Dad came back in town, maybe it was last year for it.
Yeah.
Just for the fantasy draft.
Yeah. It's great because we all banter throughout the week. Our one buddy, Jeff Rupert, he like has a Wednesday report that he says he has his interns make, which
he doesn't have any interns.
Exactly. But we all look forward to it on Wednesday morning. And if he's late with it, or if he doesn't like have it in by Wednesday, Thursday morning, like 7 of us are like, yo, where's the Rupert report?
Rupert, that's a
Uncle
great
Jeff.
name.
Yeah. Uncle Jeff.
And it's awesome. And it's a lot of fun. So, and I'd never did fantasy football before getting out of it, and I didn't realize what I was missing. So,
good.
Yeah.
All right. Quickly, about 2 minutes. Let's go through local Seminole districts.
Yeah.
Obviously, LCA is the overall favorite to win the district.
Yeah.
Who's JF lost a lot of players.
Yeah, they did. I think there was like 25 seniors from last year's team.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah.
So they've got some rebuilding to do, which helps when you can pull from Liberty. They got 4 players. Liberty High School, just saying.
I heard what you were saying there, Brian.
Liberty, obviously, the road can only be up, hopefully. They've got some young talent, finally. I'll be curious to see if they can win a game or 2 this year.
Hope
Did
so.
they not win at all
I
last
hope
year?
for the kids because I'm going to tell you this right now. I was 0-9 as a senior in high school, and I'm 46 years old, and it still eats at me.
I know.
So it is
it's
not
tough.
an easy thing to deal with when you put your heart and soul into something.
That's right. Yeah. Amherst, I'm not sure.
I think they got their
they're at.
quarterback back.
Okay.
My son played against him in basketball. He's a really good athlete, lefty. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but they're always an interesting team to watch, but I think that the QB could be a difference maker in the Seminole District for him.
Rustburg's got a new coach.
Yes, they do.
I was sad to see Bert leave because Bert has been a staple of high school football for many, many years. But he's in administration now, so it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Brookville, it's kind of same thing.
Well, their coach just came back from like a 20 or 30 year hiatus. He hasn't coached in that long.
But
doesn't mean that it won't work though.
His assistant that he brought in, Jeff Woody.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did read that. Yeah, that's right.
That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Jeff can coach his butt off.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So it'll be interesting to see where Brookville is, but it's very top heavy with LCA. Obviously, is the overall favorite, and
Glass has a new coach this year too, doesn't he?
No, Loveless is
he
back
was last year.
Yeah,
last
and
year.
they were really good last year.
Yeah,
Heritage will be Heritage. They're
Brad
always going to
Bradley.
have some thoroughbreds there.
Yeah, and I believe their quarterback is back from a year ago also too. I went to a lot of the JF games a year ago. I had some buddies that had kids on the JF team, and they were a fun football team to watch a year ago. Heritage, JF is going to, it's just going to be interesting. Can they get kids to step in and be, and take the place of all those kids? Because, their center was one of the best linemen in the area. I believe he went to VMI. He was tough. He was a really good, gritty football player. But they had a lot of kids. I think they had 5 or 6 that are going on to play college football.
That's great.
So
they didn't have a huge team last year, did they? Like numbers wise?
JF?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did.
They did?
They're getting the numbers.
Yeah. So like a few years ago when he first started, it was very small.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. It was like 30-some kids.
Yeah. So now, it's the sidelines are full.
It's big now.
Yeah. So he's done a good job over there of getting the belief in the program.
I was actually shocked that he did not take the Brookville job.
Yeah.
Because his brother's the AD there.
Yeah. Sometimes, if you're happy where you're at.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. That was when Meeks left, I just assumed
that was going to be kind of the next one.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting, and can I just say a public service announcement?
Sure.
If you drive less than 55 miles an hour on 221 from Forest to Bedford, like if you're driving 43 and a 55 for that 8-mile stretch,
get out of the state.
You should have to go to the DMV and do a highway test with somebody with traffic.
Agreed.
Sorry, I drive that stretch all the time, and it is the most.
It's awful.
I drive it every day.
It annoys me so. Even on the way out here
two
tonight.
school zones.
Yeah,
you got Otter River and Forest Mill.
I'm just talking about people that drive 42 miles an hour just because they think it's cool or that's
even
all
if
they're
they're driving 55 right there, I get irritated because look, you've got some leeway.
Yeah, no doubt.
You've got some leeway here.
No doubt. But
I hate it.
Yeah,
that's why I moved everything.
I just I think about as a high school coach at JF, any sport. You see all these different apartment complexes and everything going up in that area and how much growth the enrollment should be going up, but just more people moving out into the area. It just kind of a thing where you're thinking, hey, there could be a lot of people that are, going to be in this area and you could have good talent walking around the halls.
Yeah. No, it'd be interesting. The Seminole has always been a brutal, it's so funny. I had the privilege of working under Coach Watts, and you have no idea the knowledge. Like, you've been around it. It's just, when somebody has knowledge and you just want to suck it up. And he was so good at everything he did. But Chris has a sense of humor that nobody knows about because he's always so serious as a football coach. And I remember, I think it was our second season, we were having a really bad year. And he looked at me and he goes, you always look through the Seminole District, and there was always one team that you could just check that, okay, we got to win. He goes, damn it, we're that team now. And he's like, we got to get out of this. And it was just, nobody worked harder than he did because we saw the numbers just drop.
Yeah.
There was a stretch from 2001 to 2015 where Chris almost won 10 games every year.
Wow.
They were so dominant for a 15-year stretch. But their numbers were in the thousands at Liberty. And now they're 6, 20, maybe. I think they're in the 5s now. It's
small.
And to try to compete. And in 2019, we're in the regional finals.
Yeah.
And you realize just how good he was in those days.
Right.
Because we didn't have the talent. And I'm always appreciative at just how good our coaches were in this area.
Yeah.
And still are.
Yes.
We still have some good ones. But, I mean, we've had some greats. And Mike Sharness, won 5 state championships, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got Coach Christmas that was at JF.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Rocco.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got some studs that have. Brad Bradley, I haven't even spoken about him.
Yeah.
Has he won a state championship?
Yes.
No,
He won one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Oh, he won 5 when he was at William Campbell.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Pierman, I think. Cedric Pierman was his
Is that right?
running back. Yeah. So he had some studs
Yeah.
at William Campbell. 4. I think he won 4 maybe. But anyway, yeah, we've had some really good coaches. And even Bert when he was at Northside. Came down from Northside to Heritage and won championship there and then went over to Rustburg. But
Yeah. I've been out here now for 12 years.
Okay.
And recruiting the area for 7 years and getting to know the guys. I was very impressed. Especially with the guy, coaches that have continued success. Doug Smith at Appomattox.
yes.
This is their first year without him.
Yeah.
Doug is an unbelievable football
Incredible
coach.
human being.
And yes, and you could see why the kids cared so much for him and the community cares so much for him.
yeah. And I think he's still just battling health. He
Yeah.
just can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah, but
And it's so sad.
yeah, and yeah, there's been some really good. I've always appreciated high school football coaches for the days they put in and
The pay.
yeah, it's a different animal.
Hey, guess where Doug was before? He got let go. the
LCA.
time Before. No.
Where was he?
He was a head coach at Heritage.
Was he really? Really?
Yeah.
Is he a local? I know he played at Liberty.
Yeah, he's gosh, I forget where he was before he came to Heritage. But he was at Heritage a decent amount and did well.
Yeah.
He was not a fit there.
Yeah, I got you.
Just not what they were looking for. Brad was who they were always looking for.
Yeah,
And so they got, they had the opportunity to bring Brad in, so they let Doug go. And I don't think Doug minded it.
no,
Appomattox is where he needed to be.
yeah. Sometimes it's just about the right fit.
Yeah. I mean, I always laugh because Sharness got fired at Rustburg.
Yeah,
He goes over to Alta Vista and wins. So,
Yeah.
it's not always, Rocco, he left, right?
He had a stint.
he took a hiatus.
Yeah.
Because
but-
Rylan was with Chris, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
me and
It's-
Rylan were both with Chris.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's like you said, sometimes it's just,
Frank Rocco is one of the best high school football coaches
Yeah.
I've ever been around.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
He won 3 in a row in the Visa,
that's right.
and then he just got his first one back in the
Yeah.
VHSL last year. But he was close a couple more times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How he runs a high school football program prepares kids if they're going to play on the next level.
You think this will be his last year?
I don't know.
He just quit. He retired from being the AD.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if it's,
I don't know if it's on the way out, but he just wanted one less thing off his plate.
Yeah.
sure.
I could see that because he's not really someone who I ever thought would quit, but he quit at first because of health issues.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, I'm good, and this program's kind of going downhill,
Yeah.
so I'm going to step back in.
Yeah. He's a ball coach at the end of the day. He and I still get together once in a while for lunch, and we draw some plays on napkins and stuff like that, and talk about why would he's somebody who he's always loving to learn and still grow himself, and that's one of the things I just appreciate about him is he will do something different if it's the best thing for the team. Like hey, I know this, and this is the way I do it, but he will change if he feels like it's the best thing for his kids
You miss it?
every day.
I knew you did.
But
I miss being around. There's a lot of I loved being an assistant just to learn.
yeah,
Like I just loved learning.
Yeah.
Last year, my wife and I went up to Davidson just to watch, and it's fun just listening. Just even at that level, it's still Division I. And their brand new stadium this year.
no, really,
Their stadium was 100 years old.
really,
Yes, and they've got a brand new. Abel has done a phenomenal job there. They all love him, and so it's fun to be around it. Like it's just neat.
yeah, no,
And the game's changing. Like there's a lot of things that you probably would just I know you were probably seeing it coming, but analytics has just dominated what's happening behind the scenes now. It's scary.
It's a fine line of what do the analytics say or what do I feel?
Like I had no idea. You know how, I mean, you probably play Xbox or whatever they play nowadays with, you know, how
I have before.
All right. So you're choosing a play, right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
sometimes it'll highlight, what the proper play might be.
Mm-hmm.
That coordinators are doing that now on the sideline with analytics.
Yeah.
It's picking what defense for them to run.
It helps the quarterback,
don't
the
like
visual
it.
guy.
Yeah.
And I think there's coaches out there that go, yeah, that's why we're giving up 45 points.
Yeah.
Because defenses are struggling
Well,
across the board.
And college football is finally modernizing this year where they're actually going to
Thank God,
have sideline tablets.
Yeah.
High school football and the pros we're doing it, but
We were
college was
using
like,
tablets.
nah,
Yeah.
we won't do. They're finally modernizing, but I think it's only FBS. So
I think you're right.
New Mexico was playing against Montana State this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Montana State said we're not going to do it because at FCS I don't think everybody has the ability to do it.
Yeah.
So they're playing against a team that had the use of tablets and the coach talk into the player helmet.
I was about to say, do they have telecom?
No.
Yes. Oh,
Montana, the
you're right.
college football
College
does.
football, yeah.
Yes, sorry. But
just
I
not
don't
the
think
division.
FCS has it
Okay.
because it's a money thing for some schools.
Yeah. That's
like you
right.
just can't afford to do it.
Yeah.
So Montana State went into that game not using the modern technology and won. And they were down, I think, 17 or 18 in the fourth quarter and won the game
Yeah.
against Bronco Mendenhall, who's the new head coach in New Mexico.
I did not know.
Yeah.
What happened to that guy that was at New Mexico, right?
You talking about Bob Davey?
That just got pissed and left, right? There was some issues there with the AD. Or was that New Mexico State? Which one was it? It was New Mexico, right?
I honestly don't remember.
He was a tough guy. Like,
You talking about Rocky Long?
I can't remember. They were in a bowl last year, right? They
New Mexico?
yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, you're talking about Jerry Kill,
Yes.
who was at New Mexico State.
Yes.
He stepped away.
Yeah.
And
there was
I
an
think-
issue with the athletic.
Yeah, New Mexico State is tough. Las Cruces, New Mexico. I'm taking a poll of the room. Has anybody ever been there?
No.
No.
Shocking. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Like you have to fly into El Paso and then drive like an hour basically along the border west
Yeah.
to get there. And
Ugh.
nothing against the people of Las Cruces. It's just not much going on out there, right?
Yeah.
So I think he was kind of like he got them to as good as they could be. Mm-hmm. And there's probably some administrative stuff like, hey, we need to do this, and hey, we don't have the money for it.
Yeah.
What do you do now?
Yeah.
So I think he's like a consultant or an analyst for somebody taking in a different role. But he's had issues with seizures in the past. So he's had health issues also too. So, but yeah,
All right.
giddy up! College football is going to be awesome.
Great show.
Week 1.
Loved it. Yes. Week 1 is huge. Yeah. I'm going to be flying back I'm only taking a short trip to the U.S. Open. So I'm only going.
How many days are you up there?
Leaving tomorrow. We have the suite for a whole day on Friday, and then we're flying back Saturday.
There you go.
So I'll be back for college football.
There you go.
I think we got our
8 to 12 college game day. Get you a cup of coffee.
Hey, that was definitely an experience being on the West Coast, like waking up and starting college football at 9 a.m. and just continue like
And you
throughout
got
the
Pat
day.
McAfee.
That's
Oh
what
my
I
God.
love. See,
Yeah.
that's what
Gonna
I
get you
love
energized.
about F1 is I wake up and I get to see it
Yeah.
at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
Yeah, big game. You know, obviously NFL's not playing this weekend.
Yep.
So this is all college football.
Yes, and they're big games.
Oh yeah, Sunday
Easiest betting week of the year.
Is it?
picking upsets.
Yeah. No. Not picking upsets, picking the cupcakes. Get a
Yeah.
10-leg parlay with all these cupcakes.
That's true. So
Careful what you ask for, because I was
Put
at
$2 in there and win $20
I was,
off 10-leg parlay.
I was at Liberty when we were 35-point dogs to Baylor, and look at what
Oh,
happened.
that's
yeah.
exactly right. Yeah.
That was nuts.
Hey, have
Yeah,
you seen
yes, it was.
the TikTok of Dabo doing his impersonation of Steve Spurrier?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. He was like, I forget what year it was, but Clemson started off the year against some powerhouse team. I can't remember who it was. And they lost, right? And then Spurrier in South Carolina had started off against a powerhouse team and got housed. And he said, yeah, Steve calls me. And he's like, I don't know why these ADs schedule these tough games. Well, how come we're not playing teams? And he was just like, it's so cool that Spurrier would call him and be like, I don't understand. We should be playing these cupcakes like everybody else. Instead, I got housed and you got housed. Now we got to explain to everybody how we're going to win this year.
Crazy. Probably the two biggest games you got this weekend, too, is, Georgia Clemson.
Yeah, big one.
Penn State, West Virginia, I think it'd be an awesome game.
Huge.
What time is that at? Something's got to be at 3:30.
Let's see. Sorry,
Because you got Georgia at 12, something at 3:30, and something at 7.
So Penn State, West Virginia is also at noon.
Okay.
But then
That's Big Ten, though.
Sunday is
LSU.
Sunday's the LSU USC game
See?
at 7:00 at night, 7:30. Excuse me.
That's going to be good.
The AD has not done Brian Kelly any favors either. FSU to start the season last year.
Yeah. I was just looking through, and then the other big one I think Saturday night, Notre Dame at Texas A&M. So it's Riley Leonard going against his old coach Mike Elko. At Texas A&M.
Huh, yeah.
So that
Dookies.
Yeah, man, that's it'll be an interesting one. So, but yeah, ton of fun.
Emma, you ready to go home?
Ooh, yeah.
Brian, you put together a great show.
Thank you.
Put together a great
that was
show.
fun.
All right.
Appreciate
Trent
it.
should be back in studio next week. Womp, womp, womp. So good luck to y'all on your fantasy football stuff.
Yeah, giddy up.
Yep.
I'm going for it this year.
All right,
Travis.
folks. We will see you next year. Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Brian.